Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. Samantha's here. Butler's here. Hey, everybody.
So this Saturday at Johnny's, we got a big party going on.
I kind of don't fully understand how this all came together, but I'm excited for it.
It's an old school radio. Well, we're not even going to be there. Hot Tub and Mini Fridge is going to be there. So I'm just going to preface this.
In our stead. Yeah. We're not going to be there.
This is not a regular Tom and Dan thing. It's, Hot Tub and Mini Fridge is hosting the shark riding competition.
And why wouldn't they?
With celebrity judges, Busey, Seth.
Here, if you don't know who that is, I'll just give you a taste.
O-Town's #1 rock station, Z159 FM. Right. Your only home for the Hot Tub and Mini Fridge Morning Show and Dump 'em Out Fridays.
Ooh, yeah, a Hot Tub and Mini Fridge. Keep me cold and hot.
So
it's an embarrassing How do you even get women to say things like that?
So if we rewind a little bit, how this all came about is...
Never rewind.
Johnny's has been our partner for a long time, one of our original advertisers.
Yeah. They were number 2.
Yeah.
They were our second of all time. Now #1. The #1 sponsor's gone. They did not survive.
And so our buddy Andy...
It was Ashley Madison.
Was it Bug-a-Word or whatever it was?
Bug-a-Word? No, it was Caddyshank's the bar.
No, that was What-a-Bug.
There it is.
Word-a-Bugs, boy. You know what's funny is Word-a-Bugs is an actual client, and we've never gotten their name right, and it's been 10 years, and now we still don't get their name right. Why would they ever want to advertise with us again?
It can't still exist, right? Anyway, I got contacted by Andy, manager at Johnny's, and this was a couple months ago. He said, "Hey, we're
bringing it back.
We're bringing back our Baywatch party." And I remember this from the last year.
Yes.
This is #2.
How could you forget?
And he said, and I'm like, well, what is this again? And then he's like, my buddy, Roby, who likes to party, and he threw this Baywatch themed party. Anyway,
He's a party man.
And then one thing led to another. We're like, we'll be there. Shark riding contest, Hot Tub Mini Fridge.
We'll just kind of sew our way in there.
So Roby is here on our couch, and he'll tell us how this whole party even started. Because it was explained to me that Roby just likes to party.
Yeah,
and
that's what I was told.
He's not affiliated with any.
Don't ask questions. It's Roby's party. That's what I was told.
He's not affiliated with any liquor company. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes someone your liquor rep or a beer rep, you throw these parties for promotional purposes, or you're wanting to promote something for and apparently it's just he likes to party. So
party soldier. I thought Roby told you.
Yes. I'm doing good, man. Moving along, singing a song.
So, how did this party start? And is it true you just like to party? This is not for any financial benefit of yours or to promote anything. It's just literally your birthday party, and you like to get people together.
Yeah, it started a long time ago. I just like people to come together.
Yeah.
Because
write that down, Sam.
You know what I mean?
Write that down. Come together. That's good.
Come together because we all deal with some bull.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say that in this.
No, you can say bull, but don't say the other part.
You can say bull.
You can't say
bull. I was like, you know what? I'm looking at my hand, my cheat sheet. I got my cheat sheet on me. But no, I was like, I like everybody to come together because we deal with a lot of dumb stuff with work. I was like, you know what? I threw a party, and it accumulated from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Because people came up to me like, hey, I found a job, or I found a girlfriend, or whatever, or something.
At your party.
At my party.
It's like because people
I like network, and I like
networking.
networking, and marketing is my favorite thing. I
love it.
I love doing that stuff, and I don't know, and I like themes, and everybody likes the party, but everybody likes the typical boring theme parties.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what?
You're a dress-up guy, aren't you?
But I dress up, but you can't dress up too heavy because you still want to party.
Right. Some people, though, it's
too much.
Roby, I apologize, but the man in front of you hates dressing.
I do too.
Oh, you do?
And he also, though...
Hold on, I saw you dress like...
I saw you dress like Black David
Well, that's
Hasselhoff.
really just the guy in swim shorts,
You were
right?
dressed like Black David Hasselhoff.
By the way, those
in a
are kind of
video
snuggy.
I just watched.
Well, and my past few parties, if you go, they're easy to put on.
Yeah.
And because I threw a overalls party at Johnny's.
Overalls party. So you just go simple things.
Yeah.
Simple. But because
hold on a second. I like this. I like Roby's thoughts here. Overall
simple.
party, it's easy. Baywatch party, it's easy. Put a swimsuit on.
bing, 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 boom.
Yeah, get a whistle. You're good.
Roby, in the video, because you look young, but I can't tell.
Well, that's kind of mean.
Is it me?
I mean-
I would say you look young.
You're,
I
saying,
mean,
you're
you're-
saying you look young, but
But
But there's a comma.
No.
Continue.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I don't think you understand the things falling out of your mouth. If you were going to say the other way, you would have said, you look young.
Young. Period.
But you didn't say that. You said, you look young.
I was about to say
The inflection's off.
yeah, because I could now sitting in front of Roby, because in the video when he's running like Black David Hasselhoff.
Yeah.
It's the gut.
You don't have a
No,
gut,
no.
do
You look.
Nah.
You see
look,
this thing?
Nah,
Like-
I got you beat.
I'm like, this man may be 22 years old. I can't tell. He looks young. You still look young,
Yeah.
but sitting in front of me, I could tell you're probably older than 22, but I can't tell because
I
you're
hope he's
insanely
22.
young.
I am. If y'all really want to know,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
am 39.
Oh, my, you're my age.
Oh, my. Wow.
I am 39 years old.
You're exactly my age,
Why are
Roby.
you so
Why does he
red?
look so much better than
That-
you?
Yeah, you're so red.
It's
there
white
are-
people.
It's
Okay,
the rosacea.
white, goddamn white
Oh,
people.
see?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did not add that. I was going to
No, we're allowed
comma.
to add that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We're white.
Well, it's my Haitianness. That's the reason why.
Yeah, it is.
well,
look, white cracks. We all know it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can look at Tom and tell it.
Yeah.
I mean, look at.
Have you seen
Look at
the-
how red we are.
I
and
can't believe we're the same age, Roby, because
Well, I mean,
Look at his hair. He
you-
got good hair, right?
yeah, Roby?
Yeah,
Yeah,
his
know-
hair
you-
doesn't look sad.
Skin,
Like
You know
I
what
have
they-
no
you know-
wrinkles.
white
you know what
people's
the last-
hair looks sad.
You know what but look at black people's hair. It looks like we're all hugging. Like, it's just look at it. Look at it. It just.
It's good though.
But I got the like island jeans. You know how we wash our hair? Just go in the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, salt water does
Better
it
way
good.
of living, man.
That doesn't work for me.
You go to the ocean, you're a homeless man, and you're wiping the doo-doo out of your neck.
So, Roby, do you have a wife and kids?
No kids. No
That's
kids.
why he
Never been
looks so
married.
young.
Yeah.
There it
That's
is.
Never-
it, yeah. I was,
He's a
because
young, strong man.
because
with no
I'm-
children.
I feel like
But a lot of nieces and nephews.
this.
I'm broke.
All right.
But this could have been my path if I didn't go.
I don't know, buddy.
You know, no, I'm just saying. I could have been like a Roby of Orlando, wanting to throw the
He
parties.
is Roby of Orlando.
I
I'll
am
be
Roby.
the white Roby.
But I don't. But the party thing is
Trying to appropriate his parties,
Tom
bro?
just said I could be the Roby of Orlando.
But
But
the-
Sam's like, we
There
have
you go, bro.
Roby of
You could be the white version.
I know, but I can't, Roby,
No, you
because I've
can't.
ruined it with my wife and kids.
You're
because
white Roby, you're Floby.
they've
The
taken
whitest haircut invention of all time.
they've taken the fun out of everything, and now I'm just
Wait, why are
grumpy.
you blaming
Why are you
that on your-
blaming my family?
Why are you blaming your wife and kids?
Because I can't do
You get-
like I can't go out and party. I'll be like, you know,
He's
the
right.
Crow will be yelling at me and she'll
Well,
be
no,
like,
that's
"You're out there getting
no,
corona."
that's on you.
I'm like, who cares?
this is on him.
That's what I want to say, but okay.
I don't want to get too serious, but this is on you because this is.
Yeah.
She would. I guarantee. I finally figured this out. If we talked to Crystal right now and said, "Hey, this guy wants to go have a couple beers and party a little bit," she'd say, "And I'm not stopping him." You put your own, like you have created this. Okay, did you
That's a
understand
trap.
this is like Fight Club? Do you understand the crow's not real?
What?
Dude, the crow's not real. He has invented the crow in his mind.
No,
he
come
has
on.
created this caricature of his wife in his brain, but she doesn't. She will allow him to do everything. He sets his own.
Oh, you're answering.
Yeah, he's
No,
answering it
come
for her
on.
because he feels guilty in his heart of leaving his family there and having a couple ice cold beers with the boys.
because you love them.
That's self guilt.
No,
that's
no,
self guilt.
no,
That's
no,
not
no.
her. That's not the crow. Because you guarantee you ask her, she'd be like, "I didn't say that. He's allowed to go wherever he wants. He's a grown ass man."
Yeah,
That's what she tells
You
other
gotta
people.
take advantage of that. When when my
It's
wife
reverse
says,
psychology.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, you can go, and then she hates
No,
you
but
for
if
it.
my wife says go to the bar, go to Dolphins or what is that place called that I love?
Hideaway.
Hideaway. If I go to the Hideaway,
You're a Dolphin fan?
no, but I love the bar. I just like I'm a
I'm
Falcons
a Dolphin fan, Roby.
I don't tell them.
White Roby over here, Dolphins
I
fan.
don't
I'm
tell them
man.
what I
Miami
am.
fan. I'm from Miami.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Hi, Leah.
Well, hi, Leah.
You guys are the
I'm
same
Kendall.
person.
Yeah, my
Oh,
God.
so you got some little Haitians in you.
That's Floby and Roby.
Yeah, I went to
Yeah.
Killian High School.
I went to Gratney Elementary, and then my dad moved up here and worked at the Navy base.
Oh,
And he goes-
literally right when
Yeah,
this was the Navy base.
Yeah,
right?
I lived like right here, and then it's bad. when a Haitian says, you know what, Miami, I gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta go. I was like, well, Daddy, you're right. And then we moved to Winter Park. You're welcome. So
Yeah.
So Roby, we're doing the shark riding competition.
Thank you for.
You gonna ride? You gotta get on there and ride, man.
My Haitian.
I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna ride.
You know what?
Yeah, I'm gonna ride.
Give me a couple little Jack Daniels.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand on it. I'm gonna see if they'll let me
If
stand on
you
it.
stand on it, I will give you 88 cents.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand on it and try to surf it.
Now, in because it's not Tom and Dan's event, it's Hot Tub and Mini Fridge, which I don't know if anybody explained to you. It's our alter egos, our 90s radio DJ alter egos. And when Hot Tub and Mini Fridge are hosting a shark riding competition,
right,
we're going to be heavily trying to bring girls onto the shark.
Yeah.
And that's it.
It's going to be snail trail the shark.
By the way, let me jump on that first because I don't want to slip off.
Yeah, no. It's fine.
But it's hard nowadays because it's 2021, I don't know how the crowd's going to respond.
Well,
to
it's Johnny's. It's fine.
So that's what I'm thinking. But people could be booing us.
Did you little secret to answer that question?
Yeah.
Last year, and by the way, thank y'all for that. Last year, I did not know y'all even said anything about my Baywatch party.
Oh yeah,
no,
we talked about it.
Yeah, we did.
It was really cool. Actually, y'all made me feel really cool last year.
Yeah.
And it was a middle pandemic, and there's some people that didn't care. There's some people whatever.
What?
I was like, I didn't care. So
I know. That's why we're chanting Roby, Roby.
So we went in there, and I was like, man, it was
and a couple lockabout.
I had a couple of I was like, oh man, I got corona from this party. I'm like,
I mean, we were openly criticizing it, but behind the scenes, we're like, this guy's awesome.
Like, wow, he's living the dreams. Take me to my bunker.
And it was great. And how it came about was actually one of my kids was like, not my kids, one of my coworkers. He goes, "It's like, man, let's do a beach theme." Everybody's like, "Oh, Hawaii." I was like, "Everybody does that." I was like, "It's got to be sexy. The name's got to be sexy. The flyer and the video's got to be sexy." And my kid was like, Baywatch. I go, "You just got an extra $500 on your check."
No, all right.
Oh my God, that's all it takes. Oh my God, I come up with dumb names all the time. Right? Like, I don't get nothing. I write this, I write that.
Back to work.
Yeah, Tom's like, not good enough.
And I'm actually, y'all took it up a notch this year, and I really didn't want to do a Baywatch party. I don't like repeating my parties.
Oh, you want to do a different theme?
Yeah.
What are we doing this year? Django?
Actually, I was going to go back to. I did a throw interracial party. That was the greatest thing ever.
Oh, what does that mean?
Don't know. I've seen.
Can I do it? Can I get in it?
I saw somebody doing a engagement shoot.
What is that?
That Ron shared.
Yeah.
What is that?
I can't talk about it.
It was very
It was like
offensive.
the lady was like, this couple was doing an engagement shoot. It's an interracial couple, and they were like, she was like writing the narrative at the bottom, and in quote, she was like, the family didn't know when he came to live on the plantation as a slave that I would fall in love with him. Like that was like, and they're taking
it
photos.
was weird.
I'm like, oh my God,
that's kind of weird.
It was a step too far.
But a step too far. It's 50 steps too far. You don't even need that. Just go get a nice photo of the couple.
Fake,
Wait,
right?
were you there?
No, I just saw it.
Someone posted it.
One of our friends posted it. One of our friends from LA put it on his Facebook page.
Is that real or is that?
That's got to be.
I think it was done deliberately as a joke. But they
people
kept
spread it as real.
They kept it to say it was real so they could get more heat.
Well, can I ask you a real question?
Sure.
If you were there, would you be like, this is pretty funny? But
oh, right, if I were
again,
watching them do it.
Not on the show, Roby, but in the office.
Yeah.
On some real note, like, nah, this is kind of sketchy.
I would tell you whether or not I find it funny, depending on whether or not you will like me.
Roby, I need some help because, the last time we did the shark riding competition was 7 years ago. And back then, I feel like, our audience was younger. They age with us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like now it's going to be harder to get contestants.
Because our backs
I
hurt
don't-
now.
I feel like we just spent $2,000 on something we can't even, like, nobody's going to be on. It's just going to be twirling the whole time.
A lot of our female listeners, they got serious careers and families.
A lot of them got uterine mesh.
They don't,
How dare you?
They don't want to get on the. They don't want the pictures on the internet. They're like, I can't go back to my insurance job. These pictures be on my Facebook.
Yeah, I can't ride a shark. I had a hysterectomy 6 months ago. They're not going to ride it.
So can you help us out and get some contestants? Because you know the party animals. You probably have younger friends.
Everybody thinks I party like that. I don't party like
You're
that.
throwing a party.
Hold on, Roby. I got.
Wait a minute.
Andy told me you're the party animal
He
of
didn't want
Orlando.
to do the party.
Well,
He wanted to hang it up this year.
I wanted to do a different theme.
Yeah.
I like throwing the parties. I like partying on the weekends. Some people always think I'm like turned up every day. I'm like, did you look at the post? The date? That was like 2 weeks ago on a Saturday. Of course. I don't go out during the week. But I can definitely, how y'all posted it, the shark, first of all, when Andy goes, hey, we have a mechanical shark, I go, stop.
No.
It's like, stop that. Because when I said I don't want to do another party.
Oh, we forced his hand because we should have had mechanical overalls.
You got challenge accepted. And then, when I go, all right, if we're going to do Baywatch again, it's got to go another notch because we got to hit here. We got to go here.
That's like what
that's
LeBron
what the shark
would say.
came up.
Hold on, Andy's playing us because
that's
Andy
true.
told me, he's like, we're doing the Baywatch party.
So Andy really wants to do the Baywatch party.
Are you in or you out? I'm like, I guess we're in.
Well,
He's like, all right.
Because the turnout on the middle of a whatever we had last year.
Yeah, don't say it, Roby. Don't say it.
Don't talk about it.
If you admit it, then they'll you're giving them credit.
Never admit it.
I would never put that evil on them. But the turnout was so good, and I'll go, yes, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Because it's got to look sexier. The video's got to look different.
I haven't understood one thing that we've said.
If this many people are willing to come and
They are gonna
party during Corona,
somebody's
then
gonna be-
after. I mean, well, kind of a little bit.
It
after.
does kind of feel like we're,
just
we're
winging
like-
it.
Well, it kind of feels like we're fiddling while the Titanic's going down a little bit, right? You know.
I don't.
Yeah.
But I heard the competition I had on it was awesome.
It was bananas. Like, it went crazy. We had a bunch of ringers out there. Then they got mad. And then some of the girls said they were going to go all in to ride it. Some of the girls said they weren't. Then we had Venezuelan Leo's sister.
She won.
Venezuelan Leo is an amazing listener of ours. We love this man. I haven't heard from him in a while, ever since he got scammed by that Chow Chow dog.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he got caught up in a Chow Chow dog scam. And his sister got on there, and she's a little thicker. And the guys went crazy for her, and she went crazy. And then we crowned her the queen.
I want her back.
It was an amazing night.
So,
I think
Roby,
she hung it up. I think that
was her last ride.
That was like 7 years ago yesterday.
Yep.
Dadgum.
7 years ago yesterday.
So we know here are the details. We got a DJ starting at 4 p.m.
DJ Sharp from Orlando Music Syndicate. That's a Semantic sponsor.
Oh, I know that guy.
Yep, he's going to be starting at 4. Then at 6 p.m. sharp, we're starting the shark riding competition.
Right.
Running an old school. You sign up at the Tom and Dan tent. Winner gets we just picked it up, a huge Fair Villa prize pack worth $500 plus.
Supposedly worth over.
They get all that?
By the way,
that's
yes.
That's for one person. That's not.
That's a
for one
wagon
that's
full
one
of stuff.
That's one person's
That's one
prize.
person?
Supposedly, that's what Butler said, unless he's
the winner.
that unorganized. You know what? I'm okay. Let
No,
it
we're
roll.
giving it all to
Let
that
it roll.
one person.
A good night. That's a lot.
And then after Melodic Descent is going to start
And
playing.
you'll be walking around,
shaking hands, kissing babies.
Yeah, just and making sure everybody's partying, whistling in their face, and making sure no party fouls are taking
So is that
place.
you're bringing the
my brand's gonna be out there
yeah.
selling shirts with the band. Just Keep Smiling is
Nice.
part of my production, and it's just bringing unity. And there's gonna be more of this coming about, and walking around on Saturday just hanging out.
I
partying.
love it.
I am gonna party too.
All right, I think for sure.
I might
old
take
hot
acid.
tub. Is
thought
our listeners
about
send
that.
us some acid.
I had a
I tell
listener
you what.
send me acid. I think I'm going to take acid.
We're
and-
all debating
What
whether
if-
to take it.
What if I get on the shark and I'm nude and like everybody backs away and then I just start defecating?
You could do whatever you want.
You know what?
Anything goes.
It's not you. It's Mini Fridge.
Anything goes. I'm
Yeah.
distancing. T&D Media is
What if I
distancing
climb
ourselves.
Johnny's other side? Nude. I climb the beer shack.
Yeah.
Tiniest King Kong.
Yeah. We'll
Ooh.
will be screaming at you. I'll tell the audience to rip you down.
I just want to say thank you.
We'll start a COVID chant.
Yeah,
The whole thing
I
on the internet.
Don't Fauci my Florida, the whole nine. All right, I'm in.
Oh, well, cheers, a Miller Lite. Roby, thanks for letting us be involved with your party.
Yeah.
We appreciate it, man. Thank you very much.
Man.
We're excited.
It's gonna be something.
It's gonna be something.
That's how the party always. I like to start. I do not know what's gonna go on.
Yeah, no, we don't know. Like,
That's how you start a party.
I'm not joking. The DJ is the most organized right now.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's sitting
he's
this
a
long
professional.
checklist, and I'm like, don't worry, bro.
I forgot we were doing this.
He's like, do I need mics or not? And I'm like, don't worry about it.
I don't. That's how it was last year. We go, hey, you're playing at this time and this time, and go.
Yeah, just show up.
That's how the party goes. That's how
be
it's supposed to party supposed to be.
Usually, I stress myself out with these events.
No,
I'm
not gonna do it.
Don't
crazy. I was just like, oh my god, and then this time I'm just letting it flow, Roby.
That's what I did last year, and I'm the host. And there you go.
He's a king. There you go.
So
Thank you again, guys.
any
No, thank
website you want to
man.
promote?
Just the band. You guys, thank you. I love. There's some listeners that, hey, who's Tom and Dan? I'm like, all right, well, get on their podcast. I'm gonna be on there.
All right.
Get on
There you go.
and they're
TomandDan.com.
And y'all just made it take another level, and I'm excited. 5% out of 100. A little nervous.
Okay, well, it scares
Because
me
that's-
that you're nervous. Because
Hold on.
I'm really nervous, Roby. I gotta be honest. As thing, the new, I'm like, don't even look at
Because
the news.
how we did, they're like, okay, we can't market that much last year, but now it's like Andy and John. They're like, go to Miami and come back and. Go.
Wait, go to
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
go, boy, go to Miami and scream it from the hills.
Go
Tell
people.
everyone.
Don't tell Miami to come.
Oh, no.
they got it bad down there.
Scream it from the hilltops of Miami and tell everyone there to run up to Johnny's.
In fact, if you're from Miami, I mean, I would prefer you stay home that day.
No, but it just.
I know, Roby, we know. I'm from Miami.
Yeah,
Anyway.
they're rough.
So,
They don't
all
have
right.
shoes out there.
All right, well, we need to take a break, so we'll take a quick break on behalf of myself, Dan, Roby, and White Roby, and Sam. we'll be right
Perfect.
back.
Welcome to a Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan.
Let's do some weird job.
Let's do it. Tom wanted to do a bit. He called it Weird Job Wednesday. Dan really likes it. Tom says that's bullshit. It's another Weird Job Wednesday. What are you doing? What is your job? Are you neat? Are you tidy? Or are you a fat slob? Do you make lots of money and you sit up in your tower looking down on all the people who are working by the hour? It's a Weird Job Wednesday. Just another Weird Job Wednesday. Oh yes, it's Weird Job Wednesday. Just another Weird Job Wednesday. Thank you, Tom. Thank you.
Weird Job Wednesday brought to you by StreamlineFlorida.com. If you're looking for a refi or a mortgage, use Streamline. And if you do use Streamline this year, you could fill out the form on TomandDan.com and get a free Gabriella plant mailed to you. Awesome tropical house plant.
Yeah, man.
And if you use Gabriella plants, use promo code TomandDan for 15% off.
There you go.
So we got a Weird Job contestant, Lisa, today. How you doing, Lisa?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey, welcome to the show. You automatically, like just out of you saying, your greeting, I can tell you're a no-nonsense, super smart, intelligent human.
It's true.
So
I knew it.
What's your job, Lisa?
This is a former job, so I'm a HR person by day, but living in Seattle during the winter, I get a little bored on a rainy weekend, so sometimes I pick up random jobs, and an old one that I had was working at an escape room.
Oh, yes.
Oh, man. So when you are an
I
employee at an escape room.
I love dumping on escape rooms. I love dumping on them.
I've never done one.
I did one right before everything shut down last year, so that's good.
At least that was your final memory.
Yeah.
At least your final memory of entertainment was something super lame.
Mm-hmm.
So what does an employee at an escape room do?
So it's a lot of sitting in front of a camera and judging how terrible people are at escape rooms.
That's great.
What I do on the news. I sit in front of a camera. I judge how terrible people are.
So
what do you got to do? Get in there, move the key up. You got to move the force. Move the dice into the grandfather clock.
Exactly.
Hold on,
I knew it. I knew it.
Simple.
I knew. Oh, we got to switch it up this week. Oh, what are we gonna do? Oh, well, this week you got to put the needle in the thread in the grandfather clock, and you got to put the cheese and the mousetrap. You got to put that inside the armoire.
So does the employees at escape rooms watch people on video camera?
Yeah, because you can get clues if you get stuck on a puzzle.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
they
then
help you?
Some teen has to pipe in. He'll pipe in. He'll be like, the needle of the thread might be in the grandfather clock. I didn't tell you that.
Hold on. I thought the whole point was you lose, and then that's it.
That's
the game is
want.
over.
I want you to be locked up for a series. I want you to have to spend a night in a warehouse.
You can't get out.
Yeah, that would be a real... They probably have one where you have to sign some waiver, and it's 24 hours. But I hate the fact that everyone... The worst thing that's going to happen to you is you're going to take a picture later with a cardboard sign that says, we didn't figure it out. And that sucks.
Have you ever seen anyone absolutely lose their crap because they couldn't figure something out and families get in fights?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the craziest ones are, we always give kind of the spiel at the beginning of, every clue that you go to is going to be easily accessible. You're not going to have to use strength to move things or whatever, right? And I mean, the amount of
what kind of
macho guys.
So
the macho guys that are in there trying to move the bolted grandfather clock off of the wall because they know the clue is in the wall behind it. It's
map's behind here. I know it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There was a guy once. There was kind of a paint spot or whatever on the floor, and this guy sat on the ground for 30 minutes of the hour, convinced that paint spot was a thing, and was just trying to chip away at it. And I'm like, stop.
Sir, please stop chipping our paint.
Oh my God. What a great Saturday afternoon. You guys want to go to Ale House after this? This sounds terrible, my God. And when did you guys have the folklore? Did you have somebody, whoever the owner was or somebody, that... But what I really hate is when they go way far into it, meaning they try to sell the old legend. Okay, so I show up to the escape room, and the person comes out and they're dressed like an old man, and they're like, "Welcome to my whimsical curiosity shop. And in here, years ago, my grandfather passed away and left his map somewhere." And I'm just like, "Oh God, please stop!
Yeah.
No one cares."
Did you have to do some sort of act?
No, thank God I didn't. I know there's a lot of, you're saying, Dan, a lot of escape rooms out there that have, people and characters that stay in the room with you the whole time and, try to add some essence to it. But luckily it was just...
Hold on, you got a call coming in. Lisa, you got a call. You can take it. We'll wait.
It might be us, actually, with the new phones.
It's not me.
It wouldn't surprise me if Spectrum...
It's Mike B trying to call on the other line.
I guarantee you I'm going to have to go in there and reset all of our settings because Spectrum decided to reset them when we got our internet upgrade.
I thought, who's got call waiting nowadays?
Apparently we do.
Anyway, so how long did this escape room last? As far as how long did the average person take to finish it? What is it, an hour or so?
Yeah, so you have maximum time as an hour, whether you figure it out or not. Typically, if someone was, really good, they might get out in 45 minutes. But typically, if people were getting out, they were right at the clock.
So, is this a series of puzzles that the escape room purchases from Big Escape Room?
Yeah, tell us the secrets, just because I'm sure you don't
have one
care.
Right across the street over here.
Yeah. So when you go in, what is it? What's the first clue?
The first clue. Oh my God, it's been 3 years. I can't remember. I remember it was, they'll do kind of a audio recording of one of the rooms. It was a Operation Rescue, and you were trying to save this kidnapped woman. It was really dramatic, and something in the audio at the beginning kind of gave you the first clue on where to start, and it was finding this little USB stick that would show a movie that would give a clue to another area in the room.
I found a USB stick with Pornhub on it.
Yeah.
I just watched a really sexy movie.
Okay, hold on. Let me try to gauge and put on a spectrum of how horrible this sounds to me. Escape rooms in general.
There's no way that I actually believe this might be your worst job scenario of all time.
Well, not even job. I'm just saying to participate in
You
this.
couldn't do this.
I think
You're not wired to do this.
because I went to
This is like me skydiving.
I went to Phantom of the Opera one time with Crystal. She forced me to go, and it was I hated it. I hated it. I couldn't follow what was happening, whatever. But at least I was sitting in AC, right? And I was drinking. They had alcohol, right?
Yeah.
So as long as I have those two things,
Couple of beers.
anything, and then something's happening. I'm watching these people sing and whatever, like that is way better than escape room. I'm trying to think of even theme parks, but theme parks hot. At least the escape room is AC. I don't know.
But
it's
at
close.
the escape room, you're not supposed to be on your phone, right?
No, I think they take.
Yeah,
they
they will lock them up
Yeah.
in like a locker.
Yeah, so my point is, at least in the line at Spider-Man,
Yes,
you
right.
can be on
I have my
Bovada.
phone. Yeah,
I mean,
you're right.
Trying to help you out here, buddy.
This may be the worst.
I think it is. I can't see a scenario where you and I go there where this ends without you ruining the night.
I like puzzles though, so I like escape
You're going to be
room.
bitching the whole
God, I
time.
hate
and
puzzles.
Then I know how this night would go. If me and him, and if our families went to the escape room, he would be fatouched the whole time. Then afterwards, we'd go to like an ale house to have a couple beers afterwards. He'd be complaining the whole time about it, how horrible it was, how stupid it was. Then he'd do the, how do they stay in business?
Yeah.
Why does anybody go here? How
Okay,
does anybody
who
find
likes
this? Yeah,
this?
who
Yeah.
likes this? How does that kid even
Why? Tell me why.
Who created the putt? And then it's just a series, and then I'm just like, oh, God, kill me.
So speaking of that, how much do these things cost to get in?
I think it was like $35 a person.
Oh, my God.
You
the
could go to a
hour.
movie
Yeah,
for
they're
that.
expensive.
That
Yeah.
is
Gotta get a
absurd.
group
Do you get any money back if you don't solve it?
No.
Do you get to come back for like a reduced price?
No.
Oh man, God,
Do you-
$35 a person.
Did you ever see any crazy people that have already done it and just were paid to do it again?
to say that they got through it.
Look how
Like,
fast,
you already-
fast I got through it.
Like you already know. So like, have you ever had regulars?
Yeah, well, so there's typically like multiple rooms and different themes. So you could come to the same, business and do maybe 3 or 4 different rooms. But I definitely had a guy that had loved that stupid kidnapped room for some reason. I don't know
Uh-oh.
what
I
Lock
just-
that guy up.
But, yeah.
I come here to not kidnap people. I get the same
I
boner.
get to play pretend.
Same boner, but without the kidnapping. It's fine.
But yeah, he would come with different people and be like, "Oh yeah, it's so hard. You're like never gonna get it." But then you can tell.
Oh,
he's,
and then
like,
he stands
trying to
back
be
and
the master
Wait,
in the
he,
room.
That's
wait, he
a
does the
cra-
thing like where if Tom and I are watching a movie and I want him to laugh at all the stuff I find funny, where I'm looking over at him and I'm like, yes, here comes the joke. Is
Pretty
it gonna
much.
land? Is it gonna land?
That's insane, by the way. If
Yeah,
you
that-
do that,
Yeah.
you're insane. Have you ever had any issues like
Anybody poop on the floor?
Yeah,
or-
any over the top people fighting, anything like that?
Yeah, we did have someone squat in a corner and
Wow.
take a shit.
Yes. You're my favorite weird
hold
job. You're my favorite weird job.
Why
I love
didn't
you
you-
so much.
Lisa, why didn't you start with that? Because why did they have an emergency?
Yeah.
Did they tell you?
Yeah. Do you listen to our show? Are you a BDM member? You should have started with the A material.
Did you yell at them because you're like, I see you, I'm on the video. Like, don't do that, sir.
Yeah, that's not going to get you a clue.
So why did they do that?
In their brain, what they explained to me was that they thought they were literally locked in the room, even though it's explained at the beginning that the entry door is unlocked. If you need to go out, go around the corner and come back in.
No, I have to do
But
it this
they-
way, Andrea. They locked us in, you idiot.
Yeah.
I have to poop on the floor and
Basically.
wipe with my T-shirt. We're locked in the room, you idiot. Prove me wrong. Somebody prove me. Oh, no.
What? So did you try to stop him on the video?
I'm surprised
You
you
see him going for the pants, and you're like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah,
I'm surprised
sir?
You interviewed this person afterwards. I would just ask them to leave and never want to talk to them
Did
again.
his family try to stop him? Did anybody try to talk sense into? You got to tell me more details.
No, it was like a weird, like, air of nonchalance from everyone else. I don't know if that's, a norm, or they were just like, yeah, this makes sense. We don't want to stop playing. So
Jonathan's
go.
in the corner taking a deuce again. I'm over him.
Was it some sort of cultural thing?
Sounds like it might be.
Yeah.
It sounds like it might be.
I don't know what culture, but
it sounds like it might be a paper in the trash can scenario.
Is it something was like I just go and the family's like, all right, turn the Uncle B is
put the bag on his head. He'll fall asleep like a bird.
And did he just go and then pull up his pants and then you have to call a company to clean it up? You just have to sweep
Some teens are mopping
what
it up.
happened?
In my scenario, he goes and then pulls his pants up and is like, you know what? I got it.
And he figured out the puzzle.
He's like, I know where the key's at.
Did you?
It's in the armoire.
Did you have to emergency stop what happened?
No, I just ran in and was like, no, like, don't do that.
You
like,
ran in. You're brave. You're a first responder. I mean, like, who runs in? Are you a crazy person? You don't run into a room where a person has their pants down and they're going number 2. You don't run in there.
So you stopped him before he actually went.
You're a good employee.
No, there was, some damage, but not full damage, I guess.
Oh, my God.
Did you kick them off? Did you, trespass them? You know what I'm saying? Like,
the worst part is
Like
you
a
had
biohazard.
you had to watch all of this through the eye hole cutouts of another painting that you were looking through. Just so he wouldn't see you.
yeah. They all had to leave, right? I mean, did you have to...
Stinks.
Ladies and gentlemen, guys, everybody, I'm going to have to ask you to put your Sherlock Holmes hats down and put your pipes down. This is over. Put your pipes down. Sir, put your pipe down. You're out of here. Watson.
Yeah, they amazingly, weren't embarrassed enough to leave, but we moved them into a different room.
No, you lose your chance.
You're a good
if
employee.
you go doo-doo in the corner, you're done.
No, she's a good employee. She's saving every dollar. If I were your boss, you would get a medal for saving the money. But man, that's a rough one.
No, hold on.
You're a good employee.
Some radio listener got banned for life from a cruise company, and then he's not allowed to go back to Bermuda because he poo-pooed in the hallway. A poo-poo ship.
No, the ship was listing and he fell in it, and then he fell asleep. There's more to it, and I believe he was sleeping in the hallway with his pants completely off, nude, laying in the doo-doo for hours.
So, how much does this job pay, Lisa? A couple years ago.
Oh, I think it's like $15 an hour, like minimum wage.
No,
that is good. Minimum wage isn't that much yet in Florida. We're still working our way up there.
Out here, yeah.
So not bad.
That's a good one.
Although you got to deal with
doo-doo.
people that doo-doo on the floor.
Should that be the new question we ask every weird job? Is
Did you-
how
Anyone-
often?
right.
Because it seems like to me that this one maybe wouldn't have had doo-doo. I was throwing that out. That was a shot in the dark.
Yeah.
And
I
it
bet
happened.
Almost.
Almost every job has a doo-doo story.
If
right?
you are at a job for over 2.5 years, you have a doo-doo story.
My God. It's accurate. My wife used to be the manager of children's section at IKEA, and every day was doo-doo day.
Oh, I bet.
Every day was doo-doo day.
You in no matter what job it is, you've had some encounter with your
had
coworker.
We've had it here where we've had guests come in and
just
drop it sideways in there.
Anyway, so Lisa, thanks for telling us your story.
You're a hero.
Did you have to clean that up, or did you call a company, or what?
Oh, I made someone else do it. I'm not touching that.
No, okay.
I don't blame you.
It seems like you would have no one below you in that kind of job.
Yeah.
So how did you
get the new guy?
Yeah, and if you were my coworker, I'd be like, I'm not doing that.
He just started.
There's no way. I don't care. Maybe if the boss tells me, I may think about it, but still probably not.
I'd be like, nah, it's a biohazard.
I'm like, this is not part of my job.
No.
No one signed up for that.
Right?
Doo-doo cleanup's not the job description.
You lie. You're like, one of the guests' little dogs made a mess in the corner. Go clean it up, Jerry. And he's like, oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, get the dumb one. Did you get the dumb one?
The dumb boss?
No. I'm saying the coworker to clean up the doo-doo.
Oh, yeah. I was given that as just kind of a random weekend job. A lot of the coworkers were like 10 or 15 years younger than me.
And well,
so
girls can flirt too.
They
can be like, oh my God, I really wish somebody would clean up the studio. Oh my God.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then if I were a horny guy, I'd be like, I'll clean it up. I'm a real man. You know?
Yeah, and then she'll like me for that, but she won't.
Too short. Ew, you're gross, Daniel. And I'd be like, I'm going to clean up the doo-doo. And then I write you in a notebook, and I'll kill you later.
All right, Lisa. We'll talk to you later. No, probably won't.
We probably won't.
Yeah.
This is the last
Thanks
time
for
you'll talk to us.
Yeah.
We'll never talk to you again, but we do care about you.
No problem.
All right. We didn't thank you, but that's okay. You're welcome.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
She's great.
Yeah,
That was a great one.
Yeah.
Who would have ever guessed that at the old escape room? You know what's funny is that you and I bond over our hatred for escape rooms.
I think we should do a go-to show.
You're the only one that wants to do
What
it.
if we do next year for a BDM show? It'll be a go-to 420 show. We do some toots, then we try and go and solve the puzzles.
I would,
because at least you'll be high, right?
Look, I'm game for anything. I'm just telling you right now that you're gonna have to go to find something that moves Tom's needles for go-to shows.
Mm-hmm.
The escape room to me, first. There's nothing.
So
I can't.
I wonder if they'd release the video to us if we asked them.
I mean, if we waited until like the last day, if they were like retiring a show or something.
Right. Yeah, because you don't want people to get the secrets.
Yeah, but probably, if we talk to somebody,
It seems like you would do an escape room if you are literally out of things to do. You have no idea. You're like, what should we do? Escape room? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Is it? Do people yes?
It's okay. Let's analyze it.
I solved it.
Let's analyze it. It's a form of tabletop gaming, right?
It's real life Clue.
Yeah,
right?
but it's like a big version of like a board game, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's it's what you're doing, and it's like you're not competing against each other, right?
No, you're working together.
You're working together, so there's like that kind of a thing. Like, I can't see you unless your boys get into it, and even then I can't see you getting into, like, let's say Tommy.
My boys wanted to do it, I'll just do it.
Tommy would be the odds-on favorite for doing like an adventure game or role-playing game with me. Like, I can see him doing that with me. Like, I'm into that kind of stuff, and like creating the character, doing the voices and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I can't see you hitching your wagon to that ever.
No, I'll do it.
Not your thing.
If it makes them happy, I'll do anything. I'll
I know.
That doesn't matter. But I'm with you guys, other people. If they're like, let's go to escape room, I'm doing like, no. I
do like
get any
games.
enjoyment out of that.
I love video games. I love games. I like playing board games with my family.
But I
think
it'd be funny just to hear Tom complain on the air about it.
I mean, I would too, but like there is a part of me that thinks that all of these escape rooms are too easy for me, and that I'm a genius and I can solve all of them.
They have varying levels of difficulty.
But you're not understanding me. I have convinced myself that no matter what level they put it on, it can go the highest level. I'm too good for the escape room.
Let's do Team Sam and Dan versus Team Stony Baloney Brothers.
That's not fair. We'd have to split it up.
See,
we'd have to split it up. Butler's the weak link on that one. I'm sorry.
But people
not because he's not smart.
I don't know, but Tom can't read.
Not because he's not smart, but Butler, he gets distracted so easily. So easily.
So does Tom. Yeah, that'd be bad.
I want to know what the clue. Okay, so you did this.
Yeah, I've done it a couple times.
You walk into a library, a spooky library, right?
Yeah, they gotta change. I want to.
Well, they have different themes.
I don't want spooky.
One was like a zombie wood cabin, like cabin
in the
woods.
I want boring one. I want boring escape room where I walk in and they're like, "You don't know what to have for dinner tonight. Figure it out." I'm like, "All right, I'm in it. Let's do this."
So what do they tell you first?
They show you like a stupid like intro video about whatever the theme is and like what your goal basically is.
Your goal is
like
to
ours
find...
was we had to go through these different rooms to get to the cabin that had the serum that stops the zombie apocalypse.
The cabin serum.
Yeah. Oh my God! Just hearing you tell me,
it's baby stuff.
I'm like, oh man!
I found Mr. McGillicuddy's gold. It's like, oh God.
So
it's a lot of combinations and like trying to figure
combinations.
So do they tell you like when you start off in one room, do they give you any like clue to start, like the check?
No, the first one we went to, which was like the highest difficulty. Again, it depends on which ones you get, but the first one I ever did was like the most difficult one they had, and it was just a dark room with a strobe light, and they're like, your time starts now, and I'm like, what do we do? And we just started picking things up, looking at things, and we found like different, they had a clothesline, and they had different numbers on the back, and you had to figure out the combination. to the next room.
It sounds like if you got to
Oh
a
my
point
God.
where it sounds like if you got to a point where something was tedious, right?
Yeah.
Or if it sounds like if the group you were with, like let's say I'm with you us four, the show four, and let's say you three are going down a vein, and I don't agree with it, right? Well, then, unless you have really good, like, adaptive communication skills, I'm just going to go crap in the corner. You see what I'm saying? Like, I can understand where somebody would poop in the corner because you get so frustrated that you just be like, well, you're not listening to me, and you don't think I matter, so I'm out of here. Like, I can see that happening.
You're having to, like, manage everybody to like ideas, and everybody's like, I think it's this, and then I'm sure like the dumbest person in the group, everybody gets annoyed about their stupid ideas about what they think the clue is because it's obviously
you know who loves these?
It's obviously not that.
No, you know who loves these? I'm probably breaking his heart. We both are. It's Tony.
Palmiotti
loves this
Palmiotti?
game. Oh my god! I believe
he has time anxiety like me.
Oh my god! That's the only time he feels alive. It's like skydiving for him when he's in an escape room. I bet you it's like skydiving to him. He's like, this is like I've never felt more alive.
So is the explain to me. We'll end with this. Like the joy is the joy. Like I figured out that I solved the puzzle. Although it's not rare to solve it, right? The thousands of people have solved it. It's not like.
Some people get skunked.
Not everybody does.
Do they give you a
the first
percentage?
one I did, we didn't make it out.
Do they at least give you a percentage? Like 89% don't solve it. So at least
I don't know.
when
some places do. Yeah.
Okay.
Some places tell you.
I'm just trying to think
of
like the joy of it, like for why people garner joy from this. I'm like, okay, maybe it's because you get out of there.
It's
you're
kind of like the
smarter.
video games I'd like to play are more like the puzzly type games, you know?
But sometimes, see, this is where I don't know if I align with Escape Room. Like, let's say the latest Assassin's Creed, there'll be a puzzly part where, like, you ever play video games and they do this in Zelda or in Mario games where you have to, like, align different things to, like, shoot lasers different.
Yeah.
And so you're sliding mirrors different. So I'm on this one part and I'm sliding all these mirrors. And for whatever reason, I know it's relatively simple and I'm good at the game, but I just can't figure this one out. You know, it's not for any reason other than I'm just doing one really simple thing wrong, right?
Yeah.
And I can't get over it. And I'm at a point where I don't want to look it up because that's cheating. Mm-hmm. And I'm not big on that. I don't like looking up the answer to it because that's the point. And then I'm frustrated I can't get any further in the game. Guess who's not playing the game anymore?
Oh.
Like, I would definitely be the guy where if we got to a point where it's unsolvable, I'd be like, let me out of here. I'm done.
And then also you're like, and I wasted my afternoon. What are we going to do after this?
It's very frustrating to me when I get to a point where the puzzle games are fun. I like the skill stuff that you can start over better.
Then we go to Applebee's as a group and we start getting loaded.
Then we start yelling at each other whose fault it was.
And well, I'll start yelling, why didn't we just do this? So I'm like, this is fine. We're at Applebee's and we're getting drunk. Like, this is way better than that S we were just in. And then everybody gets mad because I'm a grumpy
Now,
Tom.
people do these on their own now, right? That would be like the new thing.
Like solo escape room?
Well, I'm sure there are people that like.
I bet some people do just go by themselves, right?
We engineered an escape room for our living room for a party. Escape room party.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have one of those and invite you and your wife because your wife will make you come.
No.
Yep.
You won't go through the.
I'm gonna do it. That's what I'm doing for the company Christmas party
at
my place. Dan's Christmas escape room.
I'm in.
Escape from Santa's workshop. That's what I'm doing, buddy. You can't stop me. I'm gonna write the whole thing. I'm gonna have music composed by Summer's son, Caden Aiello, the junior composer. I'll get him to do all the music. Get Mike Aiello to help me with, some little nuances here and there. I'll do all the voice recordings and everything. Lights, special effects, smoke machine, stolen from Tactical Hat.
Do you group high five after you?
I don't know. I haven't figured it out.
Like, man, I dislike a big group high five.
We know you do.
Or something.
I hugged you leaving your son's birthday party.
That's fine.
Okay.
He hates team building.
The team, yeah. I don't think anybody likes it, and I hate the fact that it's fake. Maybe that's it.
The boss likes it. If you guys did it right, like if I were the boss and you guys were my team, and you guys solved the problem, and I saw you group high five, I would be like, oh God, it's working. Look at them. They're a team.
If it was legitimate, I don't like the forced camaraderie, right? It's like especially when one person's like, hey, get in here, get it. I don't know.
Where when they force you to do it. Yeah.
When if it's like a natural thing, which barely ever happens, but I guess
well, when they
coaches do that.
force you in there for the camaraderie, the reason they're forcing you is because and I'm thinking of the person that you're thinking of right now, and you know I am. And this person used to force us into these group like team building or like rah-rah meetings, and it'd be like, well, no, you made morale here so poor that we don't really want to be here. The only reason you're forcing us in here is so your bosses know that everybody did this.
Mm-hmm.
I hate forced camaraderie.
Yeah, you do hate forced camaraderie.
Because, like, especially like corporations or whatever, it's like, get in here, everybody get in here, put your hand in here, or like, or you know, when something happens and they're like, yeah, high five when someone's screaming, high five everybody or something. You know,
okay,
anything that is fake.
I have another one I hate. Or did we switch to this? Are we switching to things we hate?
Things we hate?
Things we hate. I have another one I hate. If I donate to March of Dimes or if I donate to Wounded Warrior Project, I do not need you to ring the bell at the sub place.
Yeah, don't.
Ga-ding, ga-ding, and go, woo! When you get the donation, just be quiet. I didn't do that for the bell. I did that for the soldier,
I agree.
the soldier family that needed the money, or the Down syndrome boy or girl. I did it for them. I don't need the bell or the woo. It's not what it's for. In fact, it makes me uncomfortable. Don't do it.
Yeah, yes, and don't give me the cutout paper balloon with my name on it.
No, throw it in the trash.
Paper.
I gave the $1, and then when they take the blank balloon, and they're like, "What's your name?" I'm like, and then I feel like they already took the paper, and they're like, if I say no, I don't need that, then I'm disappointing them. So I'm like, Tom, Van,
Get first and last.
They make you write a name on it, and I get uncomfortable.
There's a line. And I get the pink balloon, which means I have $1.
You gotta go green. That's fine.
And they put me next to all the blue is 10 and the green is like
I've done that same thing.
I don't want.
And then I'm like, damn it! So the next time I'm in there, I give 5 because I don't want to be the goddamn pink balloon to $1.
I'll donate the $1. Don't tell everybody.
You made me look cheap because you wrote my full name on it.
Maybe that's what they do it for. Like,
they shame you.
They shame you.
It works.
But I'm like, F that, because you're a corporation. You cut the check and you give them donations. You want my $1?
Somebody in the chat room said you're supposed to donate twice. It cancels the bell. I didn't know that.
What?
Tim said in the chat room that you're supposed to donate twice. They won't ring the bell.
No.
But by the way, my move is now at these places. I say I donated yesterday, right? But I want them to call me on the.
Where's your balloon,
on my
sir?
Yes,
Where's
your
balloon?
You did? Where's your balloon? Let's go through them and
the
see.
worst is if it's the same teen boy checking you out, and you're like, I donated yesterday. He's like, no, you didn't.
I was here. I checked you out.
Oh, you're the same guy that buys the public sub every day, right? I'm like, yes, I am.
Yeah, you know what? Call out people on their lies more, because I lie a lot to strangers to get me out of things.
Wait a minute. Don't say that.
Confession.
This might change the whole way our business is done.
And I wish they called me out, because I'm so awkward. It'd be so good. And I'd just be like, I'll donate the maximum amount now because I would feel so awkward. So call out the liars. Bye-bye.
Tracy Claus says, so, sorry.
I'm sorry.
I was trying to get out of here.
I was rolling through because we only have to do 10.
Yeah,
and I already had voicemails.
Go for it.
I had voicemails ready to go. Tracy Claus says, so once on a cruise, they filled a huge net full of balloons that you were to write a wish on and stick it in the net for a New Year's Eve party. So during the balloon drop of hundreds of balloons, I pick a balloon, dropped it, and I read the wish, and it was my wish. What are the blanking odds?
Wow.
Hold on, though. But you were supposed to get somebody else's wish?
What would have been more impressive if your wish came true? Finding your own balloon is just kind of... I mean,
what are you supposed to do with someone else's wish? You're supposed to make their wish come true?
By the way, I wish he didn't have herpes. I have your
Can't help you.
By the way, Tracy, probably a lot of people wish for White Claw. So there's 50 other people that wish for White Claw too.
I wish I didn't have to sit in the bus loop.
It was just a coincidence. All right, let's play a voicemail.
All right, voicemail messages can be left via our app. You can search Tom and Dan app, A Mediocre Time, Tom and Dan. It pops up. It's for Android and iOS, and you can get all of our content on there. You can even sign up to be a BDM member. And don't forget that you can always watch our shows live on Twitch and then the replays on YouTube. Just search for Tom and Dan Live. Let's try this one right here.
Yo, TC, it's Corey. I lost your number, man. Yo, I'm in Vegas until Saturday. Let me know if there's anything you want me to put down.
Okay, really? You're out of control. Really, you're having?
What the hell?
Hey, Antonio, God, I'm sorry I called the business line. You know, I'm standing here at roulette. What do you want me to do? What are you doing? Should we be worried? I saved that because it worried me. Because he's in. Did you hear the ending? He's so fired up that he hangs up like it drops the phone. Listen.
Anything you want me to put down?
I mean, it's gone. This guy's in a rush. Mr. Red Shoes is chasing him through Vegas streets.
Is there anything you want me to put down?
What the hell?
You could just gamble on my phone now, Corey. You don't have to go to Vegas. This is not 92.
All right, we've been getting more and more of these.
But I appreciate that. If you are in Vegas and you want to ask if I want to put anything down,
call the request line, please.
And after I listen to the message, then I'll decide what I want to put down, and then
he'll be gone. He'll be gone by then.
We'll write it snail mail, and we'll mail it to your hotel.
Yeah. Hopefully, this same odds are in play.
Okay, let's try this one.
Hey Tom, I'm back with another business idea for you. This is a great idea. Basically, we find a bunch of women who want to take pictures of their tees, and then we make NFTs out of them, and then we open up a website. Something like bigoldnfts.com or something. That. Maybe Dan's got a better name.
No?
But basically, this would just be a moneymaker. So I'm in. Sounds like you're in. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's see it. Wait, has our phone line now? Are you okay?
What the hell?
I'm going to ask you.
Is this the Shark Tank of radio? Have
you been giving out our phone line number as your personal business line?
It seems like it.
It does.
Also, I like how he's like, we'll make a website, big old NFTs, and then, then we'll make money. It's like, all right. I like how you say, we'll make money. What does that mean? Are you familiar with the internet?
Hey, Tom, I'm back with another business idea.
No, I'm kidding.
Has free porn everywhere? I mean,
yeah,
how many images come up if you just push big boobs like on Google? Seriously, like,
oh yeah, just do it and see how many images.
Or like naked. I mean, I guess maybe big nude
most
boobs.
Kids when they do it, most kids when they do it, like little boys and little girls when they're being inquisitive, they don't go like we always go into the depths of hell. You know, like they normally type in like girl bikini dance or bikini girl.
Well, that's what we did back in the day.
No, I think
there's a lot going on.
Regular
here.
little boys and girls, I think when they're young, there's still an innocence there. I mean, they're not typing in double anal or
beautybigtees.com.
Well, I'm just saying how many images on Google Image.
Endless.
It's endless, right? Yeah. Like infinity.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I
can't get to the end of it.
Like they can't even count the amount. It may be infinity because new images are uploaded at the speed of light, so there's no way to get to the end, right?
And we learned yesterday that the speed of light makes Norm tired.
All right.
Let's try this one.
Hey, what's up, guys? I found something out like about a month and a half ago, but for some reason I just thought of it, and I want to get you guys' opinion on it. So my brother's best friend is a lesbian, and she moved to Germany a few years ago with her partner, and I guess as of recent they were both trying to get pregnant, I guess through in vitro, and as it turns out, I found this out like a month, but so it turns out they both got pregnant at the same time and are planning to have their babies around the same time. And for me, because I have 3 children, I can't imagine being pregnant and trying to take care of a pregnant lady as well. I feel like that could be really tough. What are your thoughts?
Yeah.
I'll hang up and listen.
Oh, they're going to have to be tough ladies to do because you don't have that able-bodied person that can kind of help you put your feet up or do this or do that. There's stuff you can't do.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's rough for sure because usually the other person that's not pregnant is your helper throughout the time. Although, I will say this, pregnant women used to do a lot back in the day. Like, literally work up until they gave birth and then would keep working or whatever. It's like,
well, that was pre-push present.
Humans, I guess, our species is pretty resilient, and although also a lot of women died giving birth, like half of them. So which one is it? Are we super efficient or inefficient here? Because it seemed like a lot of people died from childbirth. It was like a 50-50 whether you were going to make it.
Right.
Like it was almost a death sentence 50% of the time.
And in that scenario, I can only imagine that they both knew that there was a possibility for them both to be pregnant. And you certainly wouldn't want to. I mean, it's your business, but I can't see a scenario where I would, if I were in that scenario, want to get pregnant and then go, well, you're pregnant too. Now we have to choose one. That's just, that's just.
But plenty of women do it by themselves.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
You know what I'm saying?
But if his question is, will it be harder? I believe it will be. But I do think that women are better suited to handle those things anyway. So.
And chances are one could have a good pregnancy, and good, I mean, like, easier.
Yeah, just not as difficult.
Yeah, Andrea's was easy. It was the colic that got us. They're all different.
It's like, but some women throw up every day in their entire pregnancy. Like that morning sickness lasts the entire time.
Right.
And then extreme complication, like sometimes people got it rough, and then other people, like it's a breeze for them. And then it's a roll of dice because your next one could be rougher than the one before, which is weird
too.
Know. You would think that your body would be used to it, but it's different every time, which is odd.
Like I used to think, like my wife, we've had friends that say like, oh, Maisie had the colic for the first 3-4 months when she was born. Your next baby will never have that. We've had friends that have had their first baby, no colic, everything's perfect, easy pregnancy, then second one, nightmare. It's just
of course.
Shake it up and roll the dice and see what you get. I think it's going to be different for everybody. Let's take a little break and come back with more A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan right after this.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. Samantha, our producer, is here. Butler's in the other room putting the finishing touches on some Photoshop for a proposal for this bit. He's doing some graphics. He's doing some wheeling, dealing, some clip art, as it used to be referred to. He's doing the clip art.
Listen, I'll admit when I'm wrong. I used to make fun of Butler.
You did.
That
the clip art matters.
So much time on the clip art on the front opening page. And
some people don't get past the opening page.
I screamed, "This doesn't matter. You're wasting your time." Any business person is just going to go to the numbers.
You did say that. And then you said any cock will do.
And then multiple different clients started mentioning that they like the clip art. At the beginning,
it's out of control.
And then I was like, you know what? Yeah. And then of course,
so
I took
much,
credit.
In fact, that you actually bought the URL Clip Art Crazy because we were thinking of changing the name of our show to Clip Art Crazy.
Then I was like, yeah, I'm glad you noticed that. We here at TND Media take the time to put the
largest collection of stolen images from Getty's stolen images.
What's going on, EJ?
What's going on?
Well, I gotta play his thing. I
forgot it.
Nerds. Nerds. Nerds.
Jock, nerd, jock, nerd.
It's Nerd Jock with EJ, possibly soon to be brought to you by a name client, right? A sponsor, right?
Okay. I thought you were gonna let the cat out of the bag there, but you're like,
I hope they don't hear this part. I don't want to.
Let's just say it rhymes with Unsterminergy. Big company.
They're going full fatso.
Now we're full fatso.
When weren't they full fatso? When have you seen an athletic person like Seth drink a Monster Energy? The answer is never. They don't put that garbage in their mouth.
People that wear the hats and everything, they tend to be...
Well, they're just sponsored, but they just hold it. Holding it and drinking it's completely... Have you ever seen... who's the guy that does the drift thing?
You
know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He's the guy. Ken Block.
Ken Block.
So even Ken Block, wow, I can't believe I pulled that. Even Ken Block, I have never seen him consume the drink. I've seen him hold it. I've seen him wear the hat.
Yeah, no, they give him a water can.
I mean, let's be real. Sam and I are the only people that drink Monster Energy.
It's true.
All right, EJ, what do you got?
All right, let's start off with the video that I sent Sam this weekend. I'm a Brady hater for sure. And this video impressed me for sure. And the fact he's pulling off, but a lot of people are saying it's fake though. That it's like digitally animated, which is possible too.
Okay. Oh my God! Well, Please don't show me the video of Brady throwing the
ball into the jugs machine.
Into the jug.
I'm sorry, this is impressive.
Okay, here you want to watch
It's not
it?
real, EJ.
Okay, here we go.
You don't think it's real?
EJ, hold on. Okay, hold on. Push pause before I show this fake video. Oh my God.
No.
So EJ, are you messing with it? Did you think this was real for real?
At the beginning, yes, but then I started to question it a little bit because there's no shadow on the football, and the fact that the jugs machine is always running.
Yes.
No way
Wait a minute. I've worked here. I've worked in the studio for 6 years, and I've never seen Samantha run.
Thank you.
I'll leave.
I'm gonna give you one 90s thank you, and that's just like a tip of the cap.
No, you shouldn't have said anything. You should have grabbed the brim of your hat. You don't have one, but just gone.
Yeah, thank you for your service. So EJ,
Samantha didn't even look up.
What makes me so mad about this is that the fact
I've got
that
it ready to go.
You played college football for UM. For sure, they had a jugs machine there, right?
They definitely did, yeah.
And
usually for kickoffs and punts, yeah.
And you've probably fed a football through a jugs machine, right?
Never fed it through.
Oh man,
no.
I've always wanted to. My wife's got small jugs. I can't run anything through the machine. I try, but it's more of just like, it feels a little bit more like
it's a rib cage machine.
Yeah, it's kind of like lay it on the hood of your car.
So
I'm sorry, lostmydoggy.com is calling us right now.
Oh, let me get that.
Hold on, AJ. This is more important. You shut up. Hold on.
Hello, this is Daniel. Hello. Can you hear me? Lostmydoggy.com?
No, that would have been good.
That would have been good.
What the hell is that?
That's going to be good hijinks.
It's just some scammer.
Scumbags. I miss it. I miss you guys doing fishing for scumbags. Now you have that long audio ahead of it, so you can't do it anymore.
No, you can't do it.
And your lawyers yell at you. Yeah.
EJ, the
Are we gonna watch this video? Because I have yet to see it.
Okay. I'm just saying it's impossible.
Show
obviously
me where
fake.
It's fake though.
All
It's possible.
It's fake right here. And every part of it, except for him. He does throw a football.
It is him.
Towards probably some green screen.
He's got your legs, which I was impressed.
The real man has.
It's like literally on a line. There's no fluctuation. It does not look real.
EJ. And then he knocks it over with his extreme power.
Let's go.
Oh, so corny! God,
EJ,
that's bad. That's bad.
It actually.
Let's go. I'm starting to hate Let's Go now.
Now I'm kind of with other BDMs that are mounting this resistance towards you, because how could you believe that was real, EJ?
You're part of the rebellion now?
EJ, that jugs machine works by 2 rubber wheels spinning insane amount of times,
RPMs,
revolutions, RPMs.
Yeah, it doesn't stop for the football.
To basically
barf it out.
It feeds a football through the back end because obviously it's spinning the way it normally shoots. Everybody who's seen it, you feed it through, and then it uses the crazy RPMs of the wheels to launch the football. There's no possible way someone could throw a football so that it goes past those spinning wheels through. The friction itself would just knock it right out. How'd you believe it's real, AJ?
Okay, counterpoint. What is Tom Brady known for? Deflating balls. So if the ball is a little bit deflated, it could get in there enough, and then when it comes to a rest,
I don't think it comes to a rest.
Bit, and it'll catch.
I don't think it comes to a rest. Could it rip my arm through there and get me good?
No, I think they make him.
If you get your hand stuck in there, it'll hurt.
EJ, also at the end, they try to be like, he's so powerful, he knocked the jugs machine down.
And it had no choice but to barf the football to the skies and beg for God to save it.
There's no way he could
The
knock.
jugs machines are top heavy, so you can't knock them over pretty easily.
That is true. Confirmed with Samantha.
Oh man, EJ,
this is your quarterback. Help me out a little bit.
It's fake, buddy. I looked it up. It took one Google search, and it all came up.
I mean, it's a funny video. But
I would have bet my family's life that it was fake. Like that's how sure I was when I first saw it. I looked at the first. Plus, ESPN has been putting out these fake.
Yeah, David Beckham had one like 20 years ago where he kicked the ball into the trash can on the beach. Same thing.
Like who threw the football like over the entire stadium? Like was that Michael Vick or something?
Yeah, it might have been Vic. It was years ago they did these.
Yeah,
as soon as we found Photoshop, we're like, let's make people look like they're sports superheroes.
They're fake making viral videos so that it spreads around, but at this point in time, it's so absurdly fake that it's stupid. Anyway, next story, EJ. I'm mad.
What if I hope they're all fake.
Have you seen the quote from Gardner Minshew about his spot on the team of the Jaguars?
You look like Gardner Minshew missing a chromosome. Doesn't he? A little bit with the mustache?
Yeah.
Right?
You're Weedy Minshew.
So Gardner Minshew is supposedly the starting quarterback, but Trevor Lawrence got picked as the first pick for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he said he hasn't taken a S in 2 weeks because number 2 is not an option, was his quote for not being the backup.
Man, this bit sucks.
You're telling me that's not a good quote? Screw you guys.
Yeah, but that's his whole thing. Like he's supposed to be this quirky.
Yeah,
like
he's like the silly journeyman, right?
He was playing the media last year, and of course, like Trevor Lawrence is their number 1 QB. Not Gardner Minshew, not in a million years. Like unless Trevor Lawrence blows his knees out or like has a horrible accident, Gardner Minshew is not starting with the Jacksonville Jaguars. So I mean, he's smart to create because now he's an afterthought. He'll probably never play starter unless like I said, Lawrence gets hurt.
Right.
But he'll probably never start a game again, and he knows to get himself still on the media, become popular just throughout
or
quotes.
maybe he's just having fun.
Yeah, having fun.
And they took the quote and ran with it. I mean, it could be like literally. I mean, is it any different?
Because the media
than what
loves that stuff.
Fitzpatrick's been doing this kind of fun.
Just
having fun.
Mm-hmm.
He's wearing the gold chain and the jumpsuit from the wide receiver,
the sexy sunglasses, and walking out there with some like
the
swagger.
open shirt.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I like.
Okay, next story.
Yeah.
You shut up, Tom. This is EJ's bit.
Sorry.
Well, did you see that Aaron Rodgers showed up for camp today? But he looked like he was going to the beach. Did you see the pictures of him walking into the camp?
Yeah, I did see the story.
So they worked a deal with him, right? He's coming back, and then
it looks like they pulled it off. Yeah.
And this will be his last year there, and then next year he can do whatever he wants, right?
I think so. I think they're signing him for he's going to be the highest paid quarterback this year.
Well, he was already going to have that. He was already going to be the highest paid.
Yeah.
That was guaranteed. It's just now I think the deal is where he's able to leave.
Yes, yeah. And so it seems like they finally just brokered a deal that's good for everybody, and they're like, fine, we'll let you leave, but you got to play one more year with us.
Oh, man, I'd stink it up bad.
Because they offered him a 5-year, an insane contract that he turned down. So that was the beginning of okay, what's going to happen now? They're not going to trade him now. So he'll play one more year.
How do you control? Now, I realize that the answer to this is you saying that these guys are elite athletes and professionals and that they won't do that. But it would be very difficult for me to sign the highest paid player on my team knowing full well that he does not want to be with my organization. That's not in my... I'm not saying it's the wrong move. I'm saying for Daniel Dennis, owner of the Daniel Dennis football team, that would never work in my business brain. I'm just like, nope, sorry, you don't want to be here anyway, and I can't overlook that, so we're going to financial mess or not, it's just going to have to be a mess. We can't do it.
He had too much leverage with being MVP last year. They literally couldn't they had to make a deal with him because he held too much leverage in this negotiation. Because I mean, if he didn't have the year he had last year, I doubt he is able to pull this off. But I mean, he got what he wanted. He'll play with Green Bay this year. Now, will he play as hard as possible?
That's my point.
And because
I think so, because he has to sign for his next contract that he needs to sign for. if he craps the bed this season, no one's going to want to sign him. So
Yeah,
they
they
don't
will.
get even less money.
Don't want to sign him.
Hey, because it's like they know how good he is. That's the weird thing too that I never understood, and I still am trying to figure out with like professional sports. When a player seemingly has a bad year or a bad set of games or whatever, like there's so much of the media is like, oh, he doesn't have it anymore, or he lost his touch, or all these like things that I'm like, that seems improbable that you go from being so good to like all of a sudden you don't have it anymore.
There's
like,
a lot more factors. I mean, who's surrounding you? What's the organization like? What's the support staff like?
And then you find out like Drew Brees when he came back from his injury, like he still had broken ribs or still healing. It's like, oh,
there's
this guy
more to
was
the story,
and so there's usually more of the story. Then all of a sudden you just so happen to lose your mojo. Like what? What are you talking about?
You know what? I'm
defense
really
has figured you out.
So
the fact that you used an Austin Powers quote.
They use supernatural terms to describe how a player doesn't have it anymore. So, like, even if Aaron Rodgers doesn't, like, okay, let's say he doesn't make the playoffs this year and he doesn't have a winning record. Everybody will still be super excited to sign him, and I doubt anybody would be like, oh, he lost it. He went from MVP to a dud. Like, why? Did he have an injury?
Yeah.
If he didn't have an injury, then it doesn't seem to make sense.
Ghost of Manu Bull is kind of weighing in and gives you a real-world example of things that I do all the time. I always complain about Matt Ryan. He sucks, he sucks, he sucks. He does not suck. In fact, Ghost says, people yell that about Matt Ryan all the time. Me, right? I yell it in the chat room. Then Ghost will correct me and basically wave his, and he calls them Matt facts, where he will then correct people to show that there has been no drop-off in play. There are more factors surrounding it than just, it's not that this guy's not playing well.
You look at individual stats and completion rate, and like now they'll break it down like Pro Football Focus, and there's a lot of companies that literally break down stats to like, was a ball actually catchable and the wide receiver didn't catch it? Like, was it thrown in the right position to catch the ball? Because technically they'll give credit to the quarterback. Like, hey, he threw it in the perfect spot. The receiver missed it. So that shouldn't count as an incompletion.
It's crazy to say that. They do that in Madden now, where your player, like, it'll basically show you whether who was in the wrong, basically.
Right, whose fault
like
it was.
who was getting loose with the ball, or was the receiver not, running his route correctly, or
bad pass or a drop.
Yeah, they show that now. That's how technical it is. It's crazy.
And then it's like you start looking in the game script and garbage time and stuff, and like, oh, this quarterback had this many interceptions, but he's playing from behind half the game at every single. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, of course they're asking him to throw the ball.
Well, he has to. He's catching up.
Yeah, some way more percentage time than they would have, and of course your interceptions are going to be higher. So there's things that are outside quarterback control.
I'm trying to figure all this out by using Madden as my, like, I try to figure out the game.
They got it.
And I can't.
It helps.
Like, understanding what plays to script during what time portion of the game. Like, that's something that I'm starting to work on when I play now. Like, how aggressive I can play. Should I keep it balanced? Or should I, it's crazy the amount of little nuances.
Dude, it's so complex. I hear people talk about, like, the person that knows seemingly, like, all about football and, like, scheming and stuff like that, even knows a fraction of what one quarterback coach knows or something from a team. It's like, it is so intricate and detailed and, like, complicated that the general person doesn't have any idea of what the hell is going on with
you
football
just clock
teams.
back in, EJ?
No, it's just the mail machine behind
Every
me.
time I hear that,
Okay,
I think it's like that little paperclip from Microsoft Word that pops up, and it's like,
hello, EJ. Would you like me to doll your beard again?
Next story.
Okay, the next story. Roger Goodell has made an edict that if your team has an unvaccinated player on it, and the team has to forego a game because the whole team went into COVID protocol, that's a forfeit game. So all these coaches are quitting. Like Rick Dennison from the Vikings quit because he doesn't want to get the vaccine, and he's afraid that it's going to cost his team the game, or he doesn't want. I don't know the whole story behind it, but it's crazy what's going on.
I saw that. Basically, they're trying to.
I don't know how to say it right without making everyone mad.
It's.
I laughed at. I didn't read the whole story. That's what I was laughing at.
I know.
I saw something coming in here, guys. You're not going to believe this.
So the NFL is trying to put more pressure on the teams to put more pressure on their employees.
They don't want to move games anymore.
Yeah.
Remember the
especially
whole
with
thing,
an 18-game season.
Yeah, with the added, it's an added game now, and then they're moving. Trying to move games. It just isn't going to work.
So you know what's interesting is we're going to see how valuable different players are to teams based on this, and I'll explain. I heard that Cole Beasley from Buffalo, he's a wide receiver, kind of like a Julian Edelman, little white dude.
He's fairly outspoken too, though, right?
He doesn't want to get the vaccine.
He's been very vocal about that, I believe.
And
DeAndre Hopkins also said it too.
Yeah, well, guess what?
Well,
Hopkins said they're like, wear a mask around Hopkins. Let him do whatever. We need him.
Yeah, with Hopkins, you got
Steelers. That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's a different
Cole
thing.
Beasley, like, we got Josh Allen. Hey, get out of here, Beasley. You're not costing us a game.
It's funny you say that because you and I are exactly on the same page.
Dude,
I was thinking
100%. That's all they think about winning.
I was thinking about you're walking through the locker room and you've got your players and you're just looking at the ones that you're like. Mask up. I'm gonna need you to mask up. Like because there's certain guys you can live without, and certain guys you can't live without.
The Steelers are making their players that are unvaccinated wear like yellow wristbands to identify who's unvaccinated.
Oh man,
I saw that.
All gonna be fights.
Now
just everybody yelling at each other.
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
that's a mess.
That's the part I hate. Is it's just like I'm okay with you choosing what you want to do, and I think you should have that right. And I think it can be very scary, and you can have fears about stuff. I get all of that because I'm an irrational fear guy. I've dealt with it.
Yeah.
So but man, the fighting about it is where I'm just like, you can't be fighting about it.
They're basically passively aggressively making them do these
Yes.
things because for sure, like I saw that Najee Harris, their rookie running back they drafted first round, he's wearing it. And then that was all over the media. So for sure, people are going to put pressure. Social media is going to put pressure on him. And that may make him change his mind or whatever because he don't want to deal with this BS. You know what I'm saying? Like behind the scenes at the practice where he's like, I'll wear the mask. I'll get tested every day. Who cares? But then all of a sudden you got millions of people putting pressure on you. Like, you're going to cost us a game. Like, Steelers fans are crazy. They're going to be yelling at him. You're going to cost us a game.
It's all they
Harris,
look for. Like some of them
get the GD vaccine because now the NFL is putting more pressure on saying, like, if you get COVID outbreak, we're going to forfeit a game. You're going to cost a loss.
Doesn't that kind of go against everything we've always done? I mean, look, I'm all for you within your organization running it the way you need to run it, but putting I'm not trying to sound like one way or the other, one side or the other. I'm just saying, putting the bracelet on the person, aren't you causing them a problem?
Yes, but they're putting pressure on them.
No, but I'm saying, shouldn't you keep that kind of close to the vest and it give it a beat before you start airing people out? Because couldn't it be potentially harmful to him on the street?
Oh, he could beat up anybody.
No, I'm just saying to his family or whatever. I'm saying you're making it more sticky than I even think you need to do.
I guess they're just literally trying to put pressure on everybody.
I guess if you're deciding not to get vaccinated and you're not a tier 1 employee, they're fining you like $14,000 a day or per violation. That's fine. Yeah, I don't know what the whole bracelet thing is. That's weird.
It just seems
because it looks like then you are just singling them out for people to know, everyone else to know.
And you're kind of falling into everybody's narrative about like this is what they've done. Like this is what we've seen in history. When people say that and they fall into that trap. When you fall into that trap,
their rules, so you either follow them or
listen,
you
all
you
I
don't.
know is everybody just wants money. That's it. And whatever it takes for them to get the most money, that's what they're going to do. So we'll see. At this point, their actions are this. Down the line, it could be the totally opposite. Whatever makes them the most money. This is the NFL. They're not doing what's right. Again, they don't care.
They don't care what's right.
They want whatever the most money is.
Correct.
Yeah. Anyway.
What else you got, EJ?
Okay. Last story I have is obviously the Olympics. Have you been watching it? Because I keep on watching like the clips on YouTube, but they keep spoiling what happens in the clips in the intros to them.
Well, I think
they're doing that to make sure.
Year.
I have no choice but to watch it. My wife is crazy about the Olympics. Just like
you got the Peacock.
She's got all the streaming, all the premium. We got it streaming constantly. She's up
I think
at all.
that's the reason why they're doing it, to make you buy the Peacock Premium. They're spoiling it on purpose. They're like giving definite spoilers on like YouTube and on NBC, so you have to buy the Peacock Premium to watch it on their programming without knowing the result beforehand.
We already had Peacock Premium, I believe, for some other show she likes. But obviously the big story today is that Simone Biles.
What happened?
She pulled out.
It's a mental thing.
She pulled out issues.
Saying.
Yeah.
First
and
they said a medical situation,
silver.
and they said a mental thing. She's still the best. I mean,
well, I had a take on this. Here's my take on it. Like, I came in this morning to tell TC, though. I mean, is she still the best? I mean, just saying.
Physically, yeah.
Well, I mean, but mentally, the best is like, okay, the example I used to Tom was, she writes GOAT on her leotard. And she says, I'm the greatest of all time. But then you get to the big dance where you're supposed to execute the thing, and you do one. I guess she did one, what is the uneven bars? She did one of those and then said, no, can't do it, and she pieced out. That, to me, I'm just saying, isn't
I think there's a little more to that.
That isn't what I say is the GOAT.
All the pressure's on her all the time.
I get it.
Well, that's what the best
that's what the GOAT does. Tom Brady.
You're supposed
Tom Brady is the GOAT.
They're putting.
Yes,
listen,
that's what the GOAT does. Is you take the pressure.
If the Buccaneers don't win the Super Bowl this year, guess whose fault it's going to be? It's going to be on Tom Brady's shoulders. It could be. It could literally be all the other players are messing up. Like it could be completely out of his hands. And statistically, he could play a great game. The headline is going to be Tom Brady fails, and that's what the GOAT does. Is he puts it all on his shoulders?
So my take is she needs to take care of her mental.
She is the best, though, by the way, because she's doing stuff. My wife was telling me that other
people can't do it.
They literally can't do it. They won't even judge her.
Yeah, the other women can't even. She is the best, but you can't claim to be the best. Call yourself the GOAT if you're gonna quit. Now, who knows?
To be fair, DJ Khaled says we the best, and he is not.
No,
he's a big fan.
Let me clarify what I was saying because I don't want to get the emails, but I want to make sure I say what my thought was correctly when I came in here. She needs to take care of her mental health, and if she doesn't want to compete, she damn sure should not compete.
Yeah,
your head is, everybody that knows me knows your head is the number.
I almost wonder if it's like a straight up F you.
But it might be, but here's my take. My take on it was just like, as a note to young people, if you're going to be the best at what you do, you just keep it quiet. It just looks better. That way if you
confidence and cockiness.
That way if you do have to step down because mentally you're not there, or mentally you can't compete, or mentally you're just beat up, or maybe you just don't want to do it. She's allowed to go there and just say, you know what, I don't want to do this. I've done this before. I'm tired. Yeah, that's fine. Right. But don't claim to be, look at me. This is where I'm at. Because then well, you can. You can do that. It's just going to look stupid. I'm saying don't do that. Keep it quiet. Keep it kind of, understated. Don't, have that big bravado or, just kind of keep it low.
What is it? Just maybe she felt the pressure of the.
I mean, it just happened today. I don't think she's giving interviews about why she pulled
out. It's real bad.
I mean, obviously
real sad.
They're using. She is the new Michael Phelps of this year, right? As the TV producers, like NBC, tries to grab a hold of a couple stories.
They
need
a compelling storyline. They write it to death.
And then they knew going into this that she was the best gymnast in the world. The best female gymnast in the world, and she can do tricks
that no one else can do,
or routines that no one else can do. I mean, they knew that going into this. Yeah. We know what everybody does because they do these competitions all the time. Every year, even qualifiers and stuff. So she had nothing really to prove because the proof is all right, you can do this. Other people can't. You are the best, but. If that's your job and you're a gymnast and your Super Bowl is the Olympics every 4 years, then that you're doing it to win gold medals, right? What else are you doing gymnastics for? Now, you could do it for the love of gymnastics, but I thought that she and every other gymnast was doing it to win a gold medal. And then if you quit, now again, who knows? I mean, if you can't compete, you can't compete. What are you going to do? I guess it's better than going out there and quitting during the competition or whatever. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say because who knows
I think
what the problem
you have to be at a pretty, I can only compare it to the mental areas of my life where I've been stretched to a point where I can't function. And it's completely possible to do that. It's completely possible to do that, to get to a point where you're just broken and you can't compete. So my heart goes out to her. I hope everything works out. It's super sad. But hey, second place ain't bad.
She's been in the public eye for so long. You would think she would be used to this kind of, because I mean, she last year she won the gold and right? I mean, 4 years ago,
4
last
years ago.
Olympics. I mean, so it's like she went through this before, and then there's no audience, and you've been doing, this is all you do. So you think it's like, is it the pressure?
Well,
that
this
you
is what I was batting around with Tony Rage
internet.
a little bit, is that you were seeing some of your favorites, even in the women's skateboarding, that weren't like doing well because maybe they are fueled more a little bit by the actual entire thing being the energy level of the crowd. And when you take away pieces of that, you lower the energy level immensely. You change the entire thing. I mean, now you're doing your entire routine to silence, which is not normally what you do, right?
Yeah, you're normally in a different environment. Plus, everybody had to fly to Japan. You're in a weird environment. You know what I'm saying?
Testing
it's a bizarre.
Constantly, scared of breakout. It's too much. It's just too much. I'm surprised it didn't, and I realize that certain areas, like when it comes to World Cup and Olympics, they go, oh, well, we build these things out like decades in advance, so we know where we're going in each city. I'm just surprised we didn't go, sorry, we're going to do this remotely, or we're going to do, because remember, it was this close to being scrubbed right before it happened, right? The entire Olympics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think
about that. Think about like her thinking she's gonna, like, you didn't know. You're like, well, we'll wait for the call to see.
It's been delayed a whole year. That probably threw off her timing too. It was supposed to happen last year, and it's been a year off. That probably threw off her timing as well.
Yeah,
usually you're trying to peak right at the Olympics. That's why they set out like Olympians are usually training 4 years ahead of time, and then having a year mess up.
Just get your head right. I get it. She just get your head right. Take some time for you and stop putting crystal goats on your leotards. You'll be fine.
Was she didn't quit because she thought she was going to lose, right? Or was she?
I mean, she did one of the things. It got a poor score, and then that was it.
Because that is a.
That's not a good look. Is what I'm trying to say. Yes, but when you say that, then people will be like, "You're being mean to her. She's going through a lot right now." We know. I'm not saying that.
I mean, she can be criticized like any other adult at the Olympics. 24 years old. Like if anybody else, I'm treating her exactly like I treat everybody.
I read it.
If that was the case, if you were doing poorly and quit, that is bad sportsmanship.
They came out. They did one cycle of the girls doing the. I forget what I don't know all the different things.
So uneven bars.
Yeah, I think it was uneven bars. And then she did one, and then she got like an exceptionally lower score for her because she wasn't able to do full rotation. She wasn't doing it right. And then after that, she exited, and then that was it. That's not a good look to me.
No,
but criticize me if you want, but I'm just saying that's not a good look.
If that's the truth, that 100%. I mean, I'll criticize that person to quit because they didn't do as well as they thought they should have. I tell my sons, I'm like, they don't do it because of course, a bad parent. But I say, I'm like, like you can't quit because you're losing. We're gonna finish this out, and you take losing,
even if you're not up to
good
par,
sports,
like what you normally do.
You shake the winner's hand.
You'll learn
good
more
game
from a loss than a win.
That was kind of my take going into this. When I saw that, to me, it would have been better. I think there were 3 rounds, right? She did the first round, then exited the first round, then the other rounds, her teammates. They stepped in for. To me, it would have been better to do all 3 rounds poorly and then say that's not my good performance than it is to do 1 round and then exit because of, quote, I can't take the heat. That's just a bad look.
Her quote was, you have to be 100%. If not, you get hurt. Today's been really stressful. I was shaking. I couldn't nap. I've never felt like this going into a competition, and I tried to go out and have fun. But once I came out, I was like, nope, my mental state is not there. She thought if she was going to continue, she was going to injure herself.
Yeah, I could see
and also bring down the team score.
Yeah, then don't do it.
Yeah, mentally, I'm sure when you're doing an insane amount of flips, I'm like, you have to be on top of your game for, because it's so
it's dangerous.
You get paralyzed, for sure.
Although, why didn't she just grab her hamstring like every superstar
fake
wide
injury.
receiver?
That's what every basketball player, every soccer player, every wide receiver does it. Running backs do it.
Yeah, when you make a bad play, you grab your hamstring, and then you miraculously you're better the next play. But you're like because
at
then
least you get the sympathy.
Yeah. She should have grabbed her hamstring, and then this whole argument
what does that
would
say
have never...
about us? We have no sympathy for mental health? Oh, God. Right?
Not
we have
yet.
no sympathy.
Not yet, Biles!
It's not there yet. We're not ready as a society.
8 more years, we'll be sympathetic. Not yet.
Okay, we got to talk about the Cleveland Indians changing their name to the Cleveland Guardians for sure. And it was kind of really under the radar that they did it.
I think that's probably the way you got to do it, right? I don't think you have a
I think
parade.
that was the best thing instead of the Redskins fighting.
Although I would have liked a cartoon Indian handing the key to the city to a cartoon Guardian. You know, like they're both the mascots dressed up, and they're like, "You can't be here anymore." And
it's one of these things where nobody else cares unless you're a Cleveland Indians fan, and your entire man cave is all Cleveland Indians. So I mean, what it wasn't.
You know what you're doing now. You're talking to your wife. You're like, "See that right there? Them right there is all collectors' items. All collectors' items. I'm gonna be rich. But I'm gonna be rich with my racist man cave."
But then But here's the thing. To them, they're like, there was nothing racial about any of this.
No, I know.
Like this, I was never. I mean, you could be Native American and then love the Cleveland Indians. I'm sure that exists.
There is a Native American fan.
And then they're like, I didn't take it like that. But you have to understand that the team is a corporation, just like any other corporation. They want to make as much money as possible, and they did the math, and they're like, this is going to be difficult moving forward, and this with moving forward with this name. So because we're a business, this is the best business thing to do. It's just a business move for them. So but the Cleveland Indian fan that has the tattoos, maybe they're just played off like, I'm still.
I was OG. I'm OG.
Yeah. It's just, and no one cares though. That's the thing. Like even, it's like Redskin fans that they seem to be like, whatever. Now we're the Washington football team. Now it's going to be something different.
Are they changing it?
Yeah,
I thought they were keeping.
I actually changing it to something other than the Washington football team. Yeah.
Oh, I actually I thought the fans had kind of grown to like that. I actually enjoy the colors. I like the font they use. Everything looks good.
They can't get the rights because it's something about the copyright.
It's too generic.
Just change the laws.
So, well, that's harder.
what we do all the time. You just say
change copyright laws for this. That owner of that team stinks.
Make an exception. Just make an exception.
I think the owner of that team's a horrible person.
He
that
is.
is a horrible.
Yes, he is.
POS.
Bad.
The cheerleader thing. Okay. So next story is a crossover between nerd and jock. I sent Sam the video of the robot in Japan at the Olympics that shoots basketballs. Have you seen this?
Yes.
Okay. Oh God.
Tell me this is not fake, because I'll be mad.
No,
I'm pretty sure this is a STEM thing that they figured out the physics of everything, and this robot is pretty impressive because it hits a shot from half court.
Here we go.
Yep. I've seen this before on Facebook.
Well, it's just like it's a trebuchet, right?
It just launches the ball at a
perfect. You just aim it, right?
But it's all physics. It's just a trebuchet. You put the ball in there, and then you do the math, and then it's gonna hit it no matter what.
They just built a robot to shoot the ball exactly where every time.
But why is this impressive? Baseball players have had pitching machines that throw balls perfectly from for the last 30 years.
It's an arc because that's the hard part of it, and it's where you put him. They just type in where the location is. And
okay.
From wherever.
Does the robot have a tiny afro wig on? Because that's what it looks like. and I don't know about that. I don't know about that. The robot has a tiny little afro, does he? Doesn't he?
I don't know what I can't see.
You don't see it on the screen?
Yeah, but I'm blind.
He looks like Doc Brown a little bit.
He does look like a little Doc Brown. He's got like a little. Oh no, that's a shaft. Okay, never mind.
Oh, then he does a moonwalk.
He moves around. Okay.
He's bladed it up.
Oh man, why did they have the Asian guy say half court in English? Because it's just what people want to make fun of. Like, why'd you have him say it?
So he moves to half court, and it is kind of cool that he's able to move himself.
Skates,
and then
there he goes.
From the logo, everybody.
From the logo.
So it's not just a trebuchet.
All right.
Well, they're playing a little. Who is that?
Oh, shoots it.
Oh, he got it.
I mean, I would cheer to that. Like it is.
I like that.
Really? I thought you would hate that.
You know what? I like it.
I don't know why. Let's buy one for the studio. Basketball robot.
I was sitting in suspense. I'm like, is he gonna make? I know he's gonna make it. The story. You have the story. Of course, he makes it.
Yeah,
but I'm
he's
like,
great.
But the fact that he made it, I was like, I made it.
You know what? And even though it was just a reflection on the floor, when we buy ours, I'm gonna add an afro wig to it. It's gonna be awesome. And he'll skate around the studio. What are we gonna name him?
So
Buckets. His name's Buckets.
Like, is this the beginning of a robot
league? I would watch the hell out of that. And you let them fight to the death. You let them fight to the robot death. It's like BattleBots meets basketball meets trampoline basketball that was hot. My dad said that. My dad swore up and down it was going to be the future of the NBA.
96 when that was really hot.
Dad Lee, get in here. My God, there's men doing flips on trampolines.
Trampoline basketball was horrible. Like it had all.
My dad loved it.
No, it had all the ingredients of something you're like, that sounds awesome, but it was horrible.
Pretty bad,
it was
pretty bad. It was all like fat dads playing.
And every single time it was the fat dad goes for the dunk, but of course no one's gonna like stop him because he is jumping 25 feet in the air and coming down with the floor. 210 pounds. Who's gonna jump in front of that?
They do that move that volleyball players do. They get in the way. They do that move that volleyball players do, and I hate it, where they fake like they're hitting it.
Yeah.
You ever seen that where like 3 guys go up to spike and 2 of them will go like, and then one will go kang and he'll hit it. I hate that. Don't fake it. Just hit it.
Anyway, next story, EJ.
Okay, go to the nerd stuff. Let's say what we should do.
You only got a couple minutes left for nerd.
Okay, I'm gonna do it fast. Okay, I'm gonna run down the list. Did you guys see the new Ghostbusters trailer? This one I'm kind of actually excited about, and Paul Rudd actually looks a little old in it, which is kind of weird.
Paul Rudd looks old?
Well, Paul Rudd is got to be
60.
He's 52.
Yeah, I was gonna say early 50s. But so is this just a reboot, right?
This is like it's a continuation of the story of the original Ghostbusters.
Yeah, it's like
it's like the granddaughter of Egon finds all the Ghostbusters equipment.
Yeah, all the kids. It's like Batman Beyond, but with Ghostbusters. It's like all the kids of the Ghostbusters. They find an old barn. They go in it. Oh, look, it's the car and look all the equipment.
Yeah.
You know what? We can do it. Oh, we can save the world. Oh, we're just like our dads. Me.
I think they buried the Entertainment Union in a like a mine shaft. Yeah.
You know,
did you like that?
We're switching roles today. I'm like, I like that robot.
Yeah, what's going on?
You ate everything?
Oh, look, it's a barn. I wonder if your dad put some of his old gadgets in here. No dice, man. Dad locks that. There's something glowing over there. What is it? Oh, it's Slimer. He's our new friend. We got the car now. Save the world. Stupid.
It's Stranger Things with ghosts.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Okay, the next story. I know Tom liked the movie. Tom liked the Pokemon movie that came out. His kids liked it too, right?
Pokemon Detective?
Yeah, you love that.
Yeah, Detective
you
Pikachu.
love
Yes.
that. I play that with my wife sometimes.
Yeah, my sons liked it, and I liked the Sonic one. I didn't watch the whole Pokemon Detective
Okay,
one.
well, because they're going to put the Pokemon, a live-action Pokemon show on Netflix, is what they're planning.
Oh, what is it? Let me guess. It's a barn. I wonder if Pikachu left some of his old stuff in this barn. Oh, wow, we got it. Let's save the world, Ash. Stupid.
Okay, then the next one is they're going to do a Chucky TV show, like Child's Play, Chucky.
But it's
They're
a
gonna
talk
do
show.
a TV
It's like
I'd watch that. Hold on. I'd
he's
watch
like a
the
little
talk
Chucky,
show.
and he's walking up and down with note cards, and he's like, "My first guest is."
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Ricky Lake.
Chucky Lake.
So
Not the father.
Why are they doing this?
Because they want to just add another show, and I think they're going back to the original Chucky.
Okay,
like
I don't know if
the
people
AI
know
when
this.
they
You
do
nerds,
the
I don't know if you
Incredible-
nerds know this. Too many shows.
Yeah, who
There's too
wants
many
to
shows.
add
It's
a
all
show?
nostalgia, dude.
Yeah, there's too many shows, nerds.
Not one
You guys
person-
are ruining the world with your stupid shows.
Not one person has said we need more shows. It's too
Not
many.
even us, and we do the most shows.
Yeah, too many shows. There's going to be a Chucky TV show. Like every episode is going to be like a different adventure of him. Is it going to be?
I don't know. There's a trailer of it, and it's like he's taking over a small town, and the guy finds it at like a yard sale. Like Dirty Jim used to go to yard sales and buy old stuff. They find Chucky the doll at a yard sale, and he takes it home in his little small town, and it starts killing people.
Well, why would I want to watch the second episode? It's terrifying. I'm like, there's a dog killing this town. I'm not going to watch that. Call the cops.
And then like
It serves as a continuation of Cult of Chucky, the 7th film in the franchise. I didn't know they had 7 films.
Yeah, you nerds beat a dead
Chucky,
horse.
Son of Chucky, Seed of Chucky. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
something.
all the Chuckies.
Oh man, that's all garbage.
Yeah, it's bad. Pretty bad.
Okay, should we end on a horrible video?
Okay.
Well, I don't
Did you
have
see-
it.
You don't have it?
No.
Not the fight one? You didn't send him that one, Sam?
No, I only
Where
got
the guy-
2. She only sent me 2. But that's fine. We don't need
Just
it.
tell us.
You don't. Okay, there's a guy dressed as Spider-Man in a Walmart in London, and he ends up like kicking a lady in the throat and then punching her. It's crazy.
Why would you want us to watch a man dressed like Spider-Man kicking an old lady in the throat? Why would you want us to
Because
watch
there's also a guy dressed as Batman that doesn't
All right,
do
I just
anything.
sent it to you. If you want to pull it up.
Well, it's just a crazy person, right? A mentally ill person.
It's crazy. I think he wanted apples is what he wanted, and the lady wouldn't give it to him.
Okay, well, it's a mentally ill person, EJ. It's just mentally ill, and he's at Walmart. He's
We can't do this. We did this yesterday on Mentally Ill Mondays. I can't do this on Tuesdays.
Yeah. It's just a crazy person dressed in a costume kicking an old lady. Like, the fact that he's dressed like Spider, he could be dressed like anything. Yeah, doo-doo on him. He's
That's
like,
why
you
it's
know what I'm saying?
nerd-wise. It's pretty bad.
All right, I'm going to
try and play
hold
on.
video.
No,
It's either that or I talk about Daredevil and Kingpin being in the new Marvel movies that are coming up in TV shows.
All right, I can play this.
All right, watch the kick. All right. Oh God, it was a Trolls.
It's Avatar.
Oh.
What is this?
This is a terrible
It's
video.
Xerneas. It's a Pokemon right there.
Why is it? What am I playing here?
It's the beginning. They spliced them all together. It's different
my God.
views of it. It's what happened. I know. Sorry. There's Spider-Man.
Oh,
Now
no.
there's cursing in it.
And I can't watch.
Why did you show us that?
I'm cutting this whole segment.
Yeah, he kicked the lady, knocked her out. I mean, it's horrible.
It was bad.
Also, why aren't any of the guys punching that dude? Like, are they just standing around?
Right?
I don't know. Ask Butler. He's British. Why don't British men punch people that are punching women?
Oh, I
They
thought
do if they're hooligans.
Yeah, I thought the British men are known for headbutts and punches.
Yeah, but only women.
Touche.
I don't know.
EJ, plug your
Sorry,
thing.
Samantha. Sorry. Definitely, that won't happen at my wife's MyCon. It'll be at the Wyndham Resort on International Drive on August 28th.
Yeah, I'm going there with Chris Fisher. It's going to be an awesome time.
Cool. Yeah, it's everyone has to be vaccinated and you have to wear your mask.
Then we're not coming.
Yeah.
I'm not playing that game. I'm not having you passive
What if I
aggressively.
wear a bracelet?
Yeah, I'm not going to have you force me to get in some sort of. You're not Fauci in my Florida.
What are you going to ask him on the way in, EJ? There's no way for you to know that. Like, what are you going to ask for the card? Like, it's horrible for business.
So my wife yells at me when I get home.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Bye bye. I don't.
Okay.
This is the last one.
I don't.
Yeah, I think this is the last one.
That was horrible.
Okay, get out of here. I'm hanging up on you. Bye bye.
Yeah. Just what I was telling Travis, I was like, maybe if I pay him $10 a segment, he'll try a little harder.
Gotten worse.
Yeah, because
because he half-asses it.
Yeah, well, he does it at work. I think we're gonna.
Well, he's always done it at work.
Okay, this is gonna be. How much time do we have?
We gotta go.
Well, I got like 30 seconds.
Okay,
we're gonna have to do tryouts, open tryouts.
Oh, for the new nerd job.
Yeah, because Christine in our Twitch chat room.
Yeah,
she said she wants to throw her hat in the ring.
Oh.
Might be nice to have a pretty girl doing sports. And just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, not to sound like a misogynistic old man.
Yeah, you just have to go to Yahoo Sports to read us the headlines.
Yeah. And here's something I found out about Christine. She can read.
Bye-bye. Welcome back to Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. Samantha and Butler are here as well.
All right. So last week, I forgot when it was, but
they all run together, and there's
so
many. Oh man, there's so many good ones.
And so Butler yelled out, "Did I ever tell you about that time I was trying to sell a $10,000 bottle of wine or something?"
Yeah.
And then he starts telling it, and I'm like, "Don't save it for the show."
I go half in, half out.
Right.
It's. Are you putting this under the category of Travis's tall tales?
Yeah. I mean, as soon as I heard it and the way he said it, maybe instantly not believe it's
so
true.
like some of the greater ones we've heard of are circumventing the globe alone on a sailboat.
Yeah.
Beating up a Marine was last week, I believe, right?
He has part of the Titanic rusticle.
Yeah,
the rust.
Titanical rust.
Yeah, Uncle Dijon's farm.
Yeah.
It was
a chateau. It was a chateau.
Then he tests chemicals for like biohazard. He smelled dirt.
Company called E-Lab.
Yeah.
He discovered certain
he was a dirt smeller and like
volatile chemicals.
Hey, bring the slow one. Smell this dirt.
Go make him smell this dirt. See if he starts freaking out.
So what is the story, Butler?
So I used to work at Capitol Grill, and you were talking about. Funny enough, you're talking about Dan Snyder, the guy who used to or still owns the Redskins, and we had a large. It was like a 10,000. It may have been a little bit more than that. It was a 1999 Dom Perignon, but it was in a large sarcophagus. It was a massive bottle of wine.
Okay.
Like,
and one of those the big Magnum looking ones.
It's bigger than that though. It came in this beautiful. I mean, the box alone
like a
was
wooden
$2,000.
box and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like a Mambo bottle of wine,
Yeah,
like
Mambo
some
bottle.
novelty.
Yeah,
and it was just the ongoing bet in the entire restaurant amongst all the staff and in the bartenders. Who to sell it to. Because there was always
somebody's calling that the double Magnum.
So now, who made
Never
this
even
again?
heard of that.
Dom Perignon.
Okay, so Don Perignon.
That's a champagne.
Made
Who's Don Perignon?
Don Perignon. Don, carry on my wayward son.
How do you pronounce it?
Perignon.
Don Perignon.
Correct.
That's pretty good.
I did not know they made wine.
It's Dom.
Dom
Perignon.
Perignon.
Call it DP.
Yeah.
So I was just familiar with the champagne.
What it is, like
Right.
a large sarcophagus, massive bottle of
No,
champagne.
Tom's saying that it wasn't wine, it was champagne, so you got something wrong right off the bat.
Yeah. So it was a magnum of champagne or double magnum of champagne.
Yeah, it was. Well, yeah, large mass.
Okay,
it
that's
was magnum
different than wine. Okay,
It is
that
different
guy's-
than wine.
All right,
Okay.
so I'm not that stupid. I can't say the name, but yeah, they're
Dom
famous.
Perignon.
So giant bottle of champagne
Yeah.
in a sarcophagus.
Yes, correct.
And did it have a price tag on it?
No,
It was just displayed in the
it was
restaurant.
displayed in the window of the wine
Cellar.
cellar.
Yeah.
Okay.
It divided the two dining rooms.
And you're
Yeah, like Texas State Brazil has one of those wine cellars where it's like you can see all the wines in these glass kind of areas, and they'll go in there and pull bottles. And then there's actually a double Magnum in there from a time when you and I went to Texas State Brazil, and we signed the Dom Magnum. Do you remember that?
It sure was me. I
Yeah,
don't remember
it was
knowing.
you.
Okay.
It was
Why
a-
did we sign that magnum?
I don't know. It was our birthday, and we were working on the radio, and one of the guys was like, "You're drunk at the bear" or something, and
No, okay.
yeah,
that
one of
sounds
those.
about right.
Yeah, we didn't get anything free though. I remember that. We were drinking that Jingu beer.
Jingu?
Jingu, yeah. They used to have that at Texas State Brazil.
Schwarzkopf,
Oh,
yeah.
such a good beer. Jingu's great beer.
Black lager.
So this was an item, though, that anybody could purchase if they wanted to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like a customer could be like, I want that. But no one never does because it's absurd. Right?
Correct. Yeah. It was absurd. It was only ever really pitched to like NFL ball players or anybody like that who came through, big wigs who came through, because it was just an absurd bottle that no one could afford.
Gotcha. And what was the price tag?
I think it was 10,000. But if you had to even approach that, you had the sommelier. You had to have a sommelier come over, and you had to actually have them talk to them.
Sommelier.
Sommelier
and summon boo.
Continue with the story.
So I
some of this could be true.
Okay, all right.
Like I believe this bottle did exist.
You believe
The price of it, I still don't know.
It is in question.
Because Butler
Okay.
was for sure. He screamed, "I sold the $10,000
No, I
bottle
said
of
I
wine."
tempted.
Or whatever, but he said, and now he's back in, backing out a little bit. Like I don't know how much money it was.
Yeah, I wasn't really there even. I heard it from my buddy. You know what? I'm gonna go work on this presentation, boss.
So who came in?
Dan Snyder.
Okay. Oh, the owner of
the Redskins.
the Washington football team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, at that time it was the Redskins.
Oh yeah, you're just looking for an excuse to say your favorite word.
The Washington football team, he came in, and it was me and there was like 3 other servers because it was a massive table. When you ever had more than like 9 guests at the Capitol Grill, we had a couple servers at the table. At least if it was a high profile.
Capitol Grill's expensive too.
So-
We had on like Newt Gingrich and a few other people.
Newt Gingrich.
You had the Newt.
what an unfortunate name for a man.
Why would anyone do
Yeah,
that?
you know what? What's his last name? Gingrich. Let's throw a Newt on there. Why would you do that?
That's not even a name.
both
It's
bad.
disgusting. You basically just named a cartoon frog in a children's book.
So what was your sales pitch to Dan Snyder to buy this giant
Newt
double?
Gingrich really wanted to buy this.
I mean, I don't remember my exact verbiage, but it was pitching that bottle. And
British
amongst other
accent?
bottles.
We like, hello, Don. Top of the morning, sir. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You would go over our specials, and you go over the menu items, and then you would pitch anything that you were told to pitch by our chef or the expo or whoever was running the kitchen that day. And then you try to pair it with whatever you possibly could, and that was just one of these.
This
big
Caesar
D
salad
moments
goes best
where you
with
try to
68 glasses of wine.
you would mention it at the end.
Champagne. hot champagne that's been sitting in this novelty bottle for
Sir,
8.5 years.
To pair with your redneck egg rolls, might I suggest a jumbo mega magnum of champagne?
Now, did he politely decline your offer, or did he turn to one of his assistants and say, get this R word away from me?
He didn't say a word the entire time. His wife ordered everything for him.
Oh, okay. That's what I do.
I like that, by the way.
I just sit there and my wife's he's too stoned. I
wish
just kind of sit there, my head just kind of bobbling back and forth.
That's called getting the nurse. Sweet. If you can get to nurse level, man.
Embarrassing segue. I found myself doing this because of anxiety. This is a true story.
Yeah.
You guys have probably witnessed me do this. And it's not because I'm not capable, and it's not because I'm helpless in any way. But because of anxiety and just talking to people, and because I talk for a living, and sometimes I just don't want to talk anymore, I will tell my wife at a restaurant, I'll be like, I want this, and I want that, and this, and that, okay? And then I'll just let her handle it.
I do that, too.
Yeah, I just let her handle it because I just don't want to talk anymore. I'm just done.
Yeah.
You know, and I think sometimes there are people that see it, and they think that maybe, just maybe, I'm...
Special needs.
Yes.
Well, stereotypically, it's usually the man orders for the woman, right?
Yeah.
But I don't... I let Andrea handle it.
But you're breaking stereotypes, man.
Yeah, that's what I do.
But then also, it's like ordering from the waiter or waitress
baby.
shouldn't give you anxiety. And then if, should be able to...
I know.
Yeah. But listen. Just get in the towel. That's the easiest way. You can see everybody, and then just then have your wife drop the food off at the door. So you don't
That's what I want.
And then, or have some sort of.
That's what I want.
I like the latch that comes on the bottom, and then it opens, and then it stays open, but acts as a shelf for your meal.
Oh,
that prison
nice.
style.
Yeah, put some chains on there so it doesn't go all the way down.
Yeah. No, I'm saying exactly.
Yeah, you're gonna put the 2 lead chains on the side of it.
So and then when you get your meal, they'll just kick it back up one this time.
35, close the door.
Or you have to put your metal tray back on the shelf,
and then I bang on the.
Yeah.
All right, 34 is down in the front.
So you didn't sell the double magnum? Okay,
no, never.
Never sold from it to anybody.
I mean, I don't know what. I mean, I would imagine it's still probably there because it was just absurdly
Let's go
priced.
See.
There's a Capitol Grill in McLean.
Like, I don't think they sell. They don't sell any. That's a novelty bottle that only people would buy if they wandered into the restaurant to celebrate something, and they saw it and they're like, "Yeah, get it, yeah."
You may, like Butler said, you may buy it if you're a sports star and you're looking to waste money. Although that seems like not like during the 90s and 2000s, like that was like a way to brag, which I'm sure still exists, right? It's just probably not as prevalent. It used to be you go out to the club and you get
this
VIP.
Was 15 years ago, so it was close to that.
And then you buy, and whoever had the, I've seen bill $33,000 or $58,000.
Yeah.
Whoever can have the highest bill at the club, it was like a bragging rights, right? So like, it seems like wasting money nowadays is not like you don't. It's frowned upon to brag about it or like show like, hey, look how much money I wasted on champagne and this VIP table, right?
The chat room
people would be mad.
The chat room is having a problem. Twitch.tv/Tom and Dan Live.
Yeah.
Understanding why you and Butler would tell a story where the ending is he did not sell the champagne bottle.
I was gonna scream your story stinks right off the bat.
Oh, okay.
But then I stopped myself because I was like, maybe I'm being too mean. Maybe the people, because the times have changed. They're like, why are you being mean to this guy? He's just trying to tell you a story. And that's how I was like, maybe I get gun shy sometimes because I want to scream, this story stinks.
How were you feeling?
Why'd you even think it was good?
How were you feeling while you were telling the story? And now that you've been here, how long have you been here now? You've been here about 6 weeks now. How do you feel?
Yeah.
About the way we treat you?
I mean,
Okay. There's a problem. I feel the problem there. I feel how were you feeling when you knew you were gonna come in to tell the story and you knew that Tom already had an insult basically loaded? How does that make you feel?
Like Dead Man Walking.
How didn't you think to yourself, well, there's no ending to the story.
There's no payoff.
There's no payoff.
Well, there's no beginning to the story either because really something would have to happen for there to be a story.
Yeah. Like, saying, one time I saw Dan Marino.
And then I'm like, where? And you're like, on TV. And I'm like,
or even in real life, like, he was walking to his car. I'm like, all right. That's it.
He's walking to his car.
That's the best you have?
A parking lot of a Sonny's barbecue.
Well, in my defense, you did pull me in here to talk about it.
Well, because you said, hey, did I ever tell you know what?
Did I ever tell you about the time I almost sold a bottle of wine? And then we're like, no, tell us. And you're like, see, I almost sold a bottle of wine. And then we look at you and we're like, that's not good enough. I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's our fault.
But why'd you even bring it up? Why'd you even say, hey,
it was in context on Friday after the show. I said something, and I think you were bringing up something. I was like, oh, I think I almost sold a bottle of wine to Dan Snyder or something. I think it had to do with like Dan Snyder.
Yeah, it was a Dan Snyder thing.
Okay, we brought up Dan
Snyder. This is not Butler's fault. This is your fault.
Because you know it's going to be bad.
No, this is back on Butler.
Okay.
Here's why.
All right,
here's why. I worked it out. I tried it. I was like, is it my fault? Is it not my
Sam
fault?
And I are staying relatively neutral.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out.
I will admit it. I'll admit when it's my fault.
Okay.
Here's why it's not. Because then when he said, did I ever tell you about the time I tried to sail a bottle of wine?
Ever tell you about the time I tried to sail around the world?
Dan Snyder or whatever. And then I'm like, no, but save it for the show. Here's why it's Butler's fault. He should have followed that up by, it's not that good for the show.
Yeah, I'm with him.
So, see, Butler's fault. Butler's fault? I vote Butler's fault.
But Butler has chopper confidence and feels like every story he tells is good.
That's also true. Also true.
Yeah, but he should have known.
Because there was a semi-celebrity involved, a very high-priced item. To him, it's
recognizable name of restaurant.
Here's why it's still Butler's fault.
Okay, all right.
If Dan Snyder did something inappropriate or screamed at him or said, get this R word away from me, or literally totally ignored you or made you feel stupid, some sort of interaction with him because that verified that he was a
he
DS.
didn't say a word.
But you said okay, so wait a minute, you're right. We got more details. So you had no interaction with Dan Snyder because Dan Snyder did not talk.
You had interactions with his wife.
So the correct play to Tom would have been, did I ever tell you about the time I unsuccessfully tried to sell a bottle of wine to Dan Snyder's wife?
But it was a bottle of champagne.
Right.
Sorry.
Also, I could have told the story in the fact that the payoff was the awkward exchange of me trying to sell the bottle of wine to this guy and him not caring or whatever and giving up or whatever, the failure of that. But then you could tell the story about how awkward it was.
There's an easy litmus test here. Raise your hand if you have not sold a bottle of wine to Dan Snyder.
That's everyone.
All right. No story here. Right? I'm just saying. We're more alike than we are different is all I've been trying to say this entire pandemic.
He didn't talk to you. He didn't. Was
Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
The story was you saw Dan Snyder at wherever Tutu Tango. Or whatever Capitol
Fine
Grill.
establishment.
I love Tutu Tango.
It's just nothing. It's nothing to it.
Hey, since we have a couple of minutes here, I think we have like 4 minutes or so. Let's discuss. This is related, unrelated. You mentioned Tutu Tango. We got to pick where we're having our Christmas party.
Well,
I thought we were doing a Christmas escape
No,
room.
I want to do just the show. I'm back to
we did this
where
once.
Are we going to Manny's again?
I like to swing my money D around for a Christmas dinner.
No,
Tutu Tangos?
Let's go to Tutu Tango.
None of the employees want to even do that. Like it doesn't.
I don't care what they want.
No,
when do I care what our employees want?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like nobody wants to go to these things.
Tony does.
I know Tony.
He gets dressed up.
He gets dressed up.
He gets dressed like the
Flicks his hair
like
back.
the Hawaiian Vine vampire. I know he wants to go, but I'm saying nobody else wants to go, and like our wives don't want to go.
No.
Nobody wants to
It
go.
depends where.
I don't even want to go. I'm like, God damn it!
Then he signs the Christmas card, and then you try the bathroom urinal.
What if I order you
Butler's
guys
gonna
Uber
order the
Eats?
prime rib.
What if I order everybody on the show Uber Eats, and then we just meet on a Zoom call?
No, I don't want that one.
Can you still dress up?
Yeah. It's
Okay,
a dress-up party.
I'm in.
No, we don't need to. Like nobody wants to.
I was
do
gonna
these
do.
things.
I was gonna do pimps and hookers party. Do people still do that?
I think it's frowned upon.
Really?
Yeah.
Honestly, would you guys
go to a pimp and hooker party?
even appreciate if we had a like Christmas?
I want to send nice
dinner.
invitations, and then they will meet us at
No one
like
wants to do that.
Christner's. We'll meet us at Christner's, and we have a nice dinner, and we cheers to a new year. And then we sing.
That was nice when we went and saw
Kostya.
Yeah. That's a dinner show.
Yeah.
And I feel
Let's
like
do a dinner show.
I'll do dinner. I'll get you 2 for 1 at Sleuth's.
I am all in. I've always wanted to go to Sleuth's.
Who killed meatball marinara in the yellow room?
No, I hate that. I hate
I'm in.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Muscles Marinara, and I'm the latest detective on the case. I'm trying to catch the Linguini murderer.
No, I hate that. Oh my God, it stinks in here.
Oh, I want to go.
I do every time
and they do comedy afterwards.
Every time I've been to a dinner theater, I do look around and I'm like, there's a leak in the roof. I can smell it. There's some leaks in here.
This place needs to be.
I'm like, this place is held together by duct tape.
It's wet, humid.
Oh my God.
What about Hamburger Mary's? We can go to a drag show.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
No,
a drag show would be good.
What I'm saying is, like, you guys won't appreciate it. Like,
you're telling them
I know.
what they appreciate, dude.
No,
That's
I know
so
them.
bad.
I know them. Yeah, because we'll leave and be like, we spent $380, and I think they hate us more.
No, this time will be different.
Who wants to go out to the Christmas dinner with their coworkers?
I do. I want to go to the Christmas dinner with you guys. I love you guys.
I can't wait to awkwardly run in to the bathroom and you're signing our cards over the toilet.
No, you say that now, and then you're putting on your button-on shirt, and you're like, God damn it, I want to go this. That's what happens.
I like hanging out with my friends. Like, I would like have steak dinner with you guys and have some wine and talk and get to not do the show. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Are you serious? You guys want that?
Yeah, I love
Again,
these
it
guys.
does depend on where, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to take them to like McDonald's or something, but yeah, get them a good
Hold on,
meal.
Sam's just saying that because
I don't think
she
she
feels
is.
bad saying I don't want to go to that.
No, I don't
because
think
then
she
she's
does.
like, oh, I don't, because I would feel
I'm
like
down for the dinner show. I think, like I said,
Dinner
if, you
show.
know, I think that's a good idea.
It's going to be at my house, and I'll put on the show.
Because then we don't have to awkwardly sit there and try and think of things to talk about that's non-work related. We can actually watch something.
That's
I'll tell
Tony's
you-
fault because he can't have any little bit of silence.
I'll tell you about the podcast business
No.
the whole
Yeah.
time. While Butler's wife sits there uncomfortable.
Yeah, she won't. I know she doesn't want to be there.
No, she
but
definitely doesn't.
I'm not even factoring
None
her
of the
in.
wives-
No offense, but
My husband didn't even come last time.
Yeah, he's the smartest one of all of us. And then my wife's like, oh, Travis got to get out of this in the car on the way home.
And that's when you got in the wrong Uber. Remember that?
Yeah.
Some old man's truck.
He was the smartest one. I'm not going to
So
that.
no
ass.
Christmas party.
I'm still in.
You just got Nick's Christmas dinner.
I mean, if everybody wants to do it and legitimately
Okay,
wants
I'll
to,
water it down.
You gotta
Christmas
put
lunch, no wives.
Okay, you got to put
Christmas lunch.
Then we're just gonna all get hammered at Ale House.
Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah.
Everybody's got to put a yes or a no in like an anonymous box so that we know that
No,
because
we
every-
should be.
It'll be one no and it's
Why,
wrong.
why can't we? It'll be you. It'll be one piece of paper and it'll spell lowercase KNO. And I'll be like, well, I know who's not going. And you had to have Max write it for you.
God damn it. All right. Bye-bye.